Seneca Hampton. Where you at, boss?
And good afternoon and welcome to the campus of East Central Community College here in Decatur for Magnolia Sports Association's Grand Slam weekend. We're here at the softball complex. We're just minutes away from our softball showcase here at the campus of East Central Community College. Robbie Atkinson and my softball expert, Jamal Peoples, in on the play call with us this afternoon. You're just glad to be up here where it's somewhat cool, right?
That's right. That's right. Up here, out of that sun.
Well, this is going to be an exciting day. Of course, we've got both softball, obviously, here. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. We're going to have the player introductions here, but I want to give an opportunity to thank our sponsors of our broadcast today. Of course, it is presented by Bingo Media Crew, also Major Drip Athletics, our friends over here at East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collection, and Big Game Brand here. A lot of great folks, Jamal, support all these high school athletes. And this is an exciting time for these young ladies here. As we start out softball, have baseball later on, but it's going to be a hot game this afternoon.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Well, we're going to see a lot of good talent from all over the state of Mississippi. We'll be showcasing some of the players coming up here in just a few moments. But, of course, we'll have the baseball game just down the way from us here at the softball complex. And, you know, Jamal, as you look at some of these high schools that are – so, Jamal, I'm trying to brush up on my classifications, but those are some of the schools, you know, kind of on the higher-ups right there in the classifications, 4A and 5A type schools. But some good coaching staff we have for both these squads here today.
Oh yeah, Miss Haley Stevens. I know her from a long time ago. She's just going into Northeast Lauderdale this year. I believe she's going to do a good thing in that program.
Yeah, she's got Patrick Lovett with her, her assistant coach there. So they're on the staff here today. Of course, I mentioned Coach Singletary from Wayne County, and then Coach Finch from Caledonia, good school there. And, of course, down at Quitman, Chastity Jordan on the staff here today as well. But let's talk about some of these players. Now, a lot of these players are going to be graduating seniors in the 24 and 25 class. And we'll talk about each one of these young ladies as they come up here to the plate. But, you know, we're here at the end of June, Jamal. There's a lot of showcase events going on here, but, you know, we're switching gears over here to the softball part of this thing. But I'm looking up and down both these rosters here, and there's a lot of good talent that's going to be on showcase here today.
Oh, yes, sir. I see a couple good schools represented. League Academy.
Oh.
Always a great school. St. Andrews, you know, Pascagoula.
Oh, yeah, wow. Good powerhouse down there on the Gulf Coast right there.
You know, we got some good ball players out here today. We're going to see what they got.
Absolutely. So the young ladies are out there going through some pregame warm-ups, and they're going to be introduced here at the softball complex here in just a few moments. But, of course, the big talk going into this event here this weekend is the temperature. And, of course, we've got that excessive heat warning going on. And, Jamal, you know they're going to have everybody good and hydrated throughout the game. And also they're going to have some different type of rules here for this game because of the heat, obviously. So if a team does happen to score maybe 5 runs in a half inning, they're just going to go ahead and flip over into that next half of inning, so which is probably a good idea considering right now as we sit here in Decatur, the temperature is 96 degrees, but the heat index is every bit of 113 right now down there on the play and down the playing surface. You know from experience, being down on the playing surface is a much different deal because you're going to add a little bit more down there when you're actually down there on the field.
I'm so glad these young ladies ain't playing on turf.
That's right. Because if they were, literally when you're down there, it's like sometimes when you get down on the playing surface, the heat does kind of trap down there on you. But that's what we're looking at right now is 96 right now with 113 on the heat index values. So as they continue warm-ups down there in the field here at East Central this afternoon. But we'll have the baseball a little bit later on just down the way here at East Central Community College. And I can't think of a better place to host this event than East Central. Literally, it is right down the street from us here at the softball complex. So we'll flip over to baseball. I know you've got a lot of good knowledge to pass along to our folks watching out there down the baseball side of things, but it's going to be a very good weekend, and we got to give the folks at Magnolia State Sports a lot of credit for this event. It's going to be two great games here today.
Oh yes, very good games, very good games. I look at the uniforms and they're nice. I wish they had something like this when I played.
I was going to ask you, did you have the pink mixed in with the black at any point?
I ain't get to wear that. I wore the red, black, and white.
Wear red, black, and white.
I wore that Philadelphia color.
That's
so,
right, baby.
We ain't had nothing this flashy.
That's right.
Shout out to Major Drip for putting them in some nice uniforms.
Absolutely. And, of course, we've had several different events over here in Decatur over the past couple of years. Of course, we have the football event, which has become just a huge, huge deal. And, of course, we had the basketball activities back several months ago over here at the gym. But this is a perfect spot for everybody to come enjoy these games here today. We got a few folks that are braving the elements here located below us here upstairs in the press box. But as they continue warm-ups, once again, big thanks to, of course, our game is being brought to you today by the Bingo Media crew along with Major Drip Athletics. Of course, big props to them. The uniforms do look great as the ladies get ready to take the field here in minutes. Of course, East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collection, and Big Game Brand. So what are you looking for out of these young ladies? What would you say to them? They're getting ready for this showcase event, might have some extra eyeballs on them here today. What would be your words to these young ladies as they get ready for this event here today?
Well, my main thing is I want to see a hustle. You never know who's watching. You never know who's in the stands. You never know who's watching these girls play. Hey, if you ain't got a scholarship just yet, I've seen where kids come to this Magnolia All-Star game and come out with scholarships galore.
Absolutely.
So you never know what's going on. You never know who's watching. So I just want to see them hustle.
Well, the big thing, too, the junior college coaches, Division I coaches, what's one thing they always say in the game of softball? It's out there in that circle. And I know everybody's looking for arms. And arms, you know as well as I do, if you want to get anywhere in the postseason, if you want to play May into June, it starts out there on that circle in this particular sport.
Oh, yeah, very much so. I'm really ready to see the arms, honestly.
Yeah.
I want to see how hard these young ladies throw.
Yeah, because that, and this is what's going to be fun about today, Jamal. We get to see softball first, and then you go in a completely different avenue. You go down to baseball, and the two sports. You've seen how they've kind of morphed over the years and the differences. Obviously, softball, it starts out there on the mound. Defense is a big part of softball, which it is in baseball too, but you see these low-scoring type of games at different levels. But like I said, you can't have a good pitcher without some good defenders behind them.
You're right about that. I'm really ready to watch them play the game.
And of course, got to score runs too. I don't want to take that off the board, but
you got to hit the baseball. How to hit the softball?
You got to hit the softball. See, there you go. You're walking into it as we go here. But we've seen that, especially at the Division I level. Of course, with the Women's College World Series here recently, Oklahoma, the run they went on, just a juggernaut scoring runs. But if there was one constant, you got to have that number one pitcher out there on the mound, and there may be a college out there that might be at this event today that may be looking for someone to develop, at the next level. And I've seen in some instances too where you come to an event like this and you might see maybe a young lady over at third, or maybe somebody in the outfield that's never pitched before. They may have a good strong arm and they may develop into a pitcher at the next level.
Most definitely. I'm really ready to watch how this defensive goes because, I went from transitioning from coaching baseball and now I'm coaching softball this coming up fall. So I'm really ready to watch
So tell me, transitioning from baseball to softball, what's that going to be like for you?
I don't know. Like I tell you,
Yeah, tell me this time next year.
Yeah, I know all the rules of baseball, but softball is something serious.
It really is. But I tell you what, we got some great softball all over this state, not just at the high school level, but the junior college level as well. I say it's a hotbed for it at the 2-year level. And, of course, I don't want to take anything away from, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and some of those other ones who have great programs that are trying to develop. And there may be some eyes from those schools that may be on this event here today as well. You never know.
Exactly. You never know. You never know.
Those sprinklers are on out there. I would love to run out right in front of that and get a nice little shower
It's
before.
probably hot.
It probably is, the hot water on the field. So, but they're going to do some finishing up some field preparations here before we get started. Of course, both teams are back in the dugout, and they're going to have player introductions here in just a few short moments. But it is going to be a good afternoon. And, of course, this is a rescheduled event. We were supposed to have this event a couple of weeks back, but, Jamal, the way the weather is in Mississippi, you really don't know what you're going to expect from week to week. So,
right about that.
So the public address announcer, they're going to introduce the players here. Good showcase for them as they'll be introduced here in front of the folks here. Somebody's got the smart idea. They got a big tent down here. They're sitting underneath trying to get so much of that shade as they possibly can. Yeah, just looking at some of the players they're introducing right now. Ashanti Mural from Scott Central, Ramaya Price from West Jones. Got a Choctaw Central young lady. Of course, they've had some good slow pitch teams over the years, making a good transition over to fast pitch as Tori Henry. Arlissa Williams from Thomas E. Edwards. She's a 25 graduate. Daylin Earls from Morton. She's a 25 graduate.
And I ain't really paid too much attention to softball, softball in the past couple of years, but I'm always big onto the Neshoba Central.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're going to see
Madison Central.
You're going to see some of those here this weekend, I believe.
So I'm really big on them to see how they play against some of these top players in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, as I look down, this is the black team. Of course, they've got them separated into two different squads here. They got them wearing the black jerseys here. Now the young lady's been introduced wearing the white. I guess this team will be the visitors team. Yeah, they'll be hitting first here. Yeah, they got Raven Ramsey and Olivia Rudolph. There's that League Academy product you talked about.
I'm talking about League Academy always has some good ball players.
What do they? I mean, they don't do any wrong at League Academy, I don't think, right?
Don't seem like they win all the time. That's all they do is win. All they do is win.
There's Olivia Rudolph being there. She's the League Academy young lady. She's a 24 graduate, followed by Raleigh Bourne from PCS, good school down in the Hattiesburg area.
Okay, Hattiesburg. Yeah, I say kids come all from all over, and they did their research on these kids also.
Absolutely.
They just ain't getting just anybody.
Well, that's the thing about it. It's a wonderful showcase because, there's a lot of events going on, but I tell you what, this is going to be one of the up-and-coming events right here, and I think these young ladies understand that, and they want to be a part of it. And, of course, there's a lot that goes into that process of selecting the best of the best, you would think.
Yeah, compared to what's going on at the moment.
Yeah. There's the coaching staff lined up down there with them as well. Of course, you mentioned Coach Stevens from Northeast.
Introducing the coaches of the black team, Chastity Jordan and Andy Finch.
So Andy Finch and Chastity Jordan will be coaching the black team.
Haley Stevens, Alyssa Singletary, and Patrick Love.
So they're going to split the coaches up here. I wonder if there's going to be any kind of some chess matches going on between the coaching staffs. Hey, they're competitors. They want to win this thing.
Oh, yeah. If I was down there, I would want to win.
You darn right. You come out here in this heat, you want to win. I mean, if I'm coming out here in 115-degree heat, I want to win the deadgum thing. You right about that. As they're having the national anthem right now. We'll pause for just a moment while they have the national anthem. right, Star Spangled Banner has been played, and we're about ready to go here for our Grand Slam weekend.
Broadcasted by Bingo Media Crew.
Magnolia State All-Star game, of course, our softball game, and, of course, we'll have our baseball game a little bit later on. As the white team will be leading things off here in just a few moments, and I think we'll get to see one of those Northeast Lauderdale stars to lead off for things here in a minute. We'll see who's going to be in the circle here for the black team to start things off.
And yeah, it looks like she's a lefty. So you know what them lefties do when they
Oh,
come to
yeah.
They're a slasher, so we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like Raven Ramsey is going to be leading things off. She's she's going to be a 24 graduate of Northeast Lauderdale.
Yeah. I want to see the speed, how fast she really is. If she's leading the game off, you'll want to know how fast she really is.
Looks like Morgan Woods is going to be in the circle here for Team Black. She is a 24 graduate of Noxapater, so she'll be in the circle to start things off here. And we'll kind of go around the infield and outfield and look at the defenders. Looks like over there at third base is Tori Henry. She's a 24 graduate of Choctaw Central. Third base is always a key spot on the softball field.
A strong arm, you know. Strong arm, got to be quick.
Looks like behind the plate catching here for Team Black. I believe that is 23. I believe that is Montgomery Bulware from PCS, I believe.
Yeah, keep that young lady some water.
Absolutely. She's got a towel in her back pocket. She's a 25 graduate of PCS, or be a 25 graduate of PCS. Out at shortstop is 21 there, Jamal. That is Emma Jane Leopard from
League
Academy.
League Academy.
So those two spots on that side of the infield will be controlled there by, of course, we mentioned Henry at third, and, of course, the young lady from League Academy out there at short.
We got number 5 at second from Morton, Delaney.
Yeah, Earls from Morton, 25 graduate.
I don't know who in the outfield right now.
Yeah, we'll try to scan as much as we can here. Of course, all the outfielders kind of huddled up out there, kind of over in right center field.
Over there doing their outfield chants or whatever.
I tell you what, if I was out there, I'd have one of those neck fans. I don't know how well that would work. You trying to catch a fly ball on the run, but.
Okay, we got number 6 in right.
Yeah, 6 is Woodson. That's Emmy Lee Woodson from Wesson. She's a 25 graduate. And we'll continue to scan over. Looks like at first base is that Zy Gunter from Nettleton. As Ramsey will step in, and Jamal, we're about ready to go here.
Oh yeah, ready to see some good softball.
So glad you're with us here on the broadcast, of course, being presented today by Bingo Media Crew. And Raven Ramsey from Northeast Lauderdale will step in to lead this thing off here a few minutes past 2 o'clock. Glad you're with us here on a hot afternoon, and she was going to square around to bunt. And it's going to miss outside for ball one. Like you expected, maybe a slap or a bunt to start out the game.
Yeah, it seems like that's what she's up there for. She up there just get on base.
So first pitch misses up and away. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and she tried to slap at it, but a swing and a miss. Looks like Woods took a little bit off of that pitch there. Maybe a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. So in the circle is Morgan Wood. She is a product of Noxapater. 1-1 pitch here is a slap down the third base line, but foul, as it'll make the count 1-2. So tried to slap her way on to start out this all-star event, but the count goes to 1-2.
It just got foul. Oh, she switched over to the right side now.
Well, Henry was cheating over a little bit toward the line, but she's down to 1 more strike in this at bat.
Okay, Ramsey done switched over to the right side.
Look at this. Okay, she is going to switch over. Here's the 1-2, and she's going to pop that one up on the infield, and the shortstop will come over and make the snag for out number 1. So kind of came in on her hands a little bit right there.
Oh, yeah. I guess the right side is her power side.
That's right.
Compared to.
Do you see that a whole lot of players swap from one side of the plate to the other? I know we have switch hitters, but she did that in mid-at-bat right there.
Not too often. That's number 1.
Yep, that is Bernard from Yazoo City, Carbon Bernard. And that's going to miss down and away, ball 1. So first out's recorded on a pop-up on the infield, and we've got one away as we're just underway here in the top half of the first inning of the softball portion of Grand Slam weekend here in Decatur. Here's the 1-0, and that one's going to be popped up, and that is going to be caught on the run out there at second. That was a nice play there by Earls, and she had to go back a few steps. I thought, Jamal, for a moment that was going to sneak over for a base hit.
Going to be our first hit, yeah. But, you know, this is an All-Star game.
That's
so,
right. What did I say? When we were getting going, defense is key, and she went back a few steps and made the play. So 2 outs, and Jada Jefferson making the short trip from Northeast Lauderdale to play in this event, a 24 graduate. First pitch is going to miss down and away for ball 1. Kind of had a feeling Northeast Lauderdale might have a good presence here today.
Oh, yeah.
With Coach Stevens and Coach Lovett here. Here's the pitch from Woods. Took something off of that one, up and away, chased it, 1-1 is the count now here on Jefferson.
She got the old school feel going, no batting gloves.
I like it.
Yeah.
Left-handed hitting product from Northeast. Here's the 1-1, and that's a swing and a miss. Went up and away with that one, so she's chased 2 pitches out of the zone. Going to step out and take a breath right here.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. She got to have a 2-strike approach right here, so let's see what she do with the base, see what do with the softball. I got to get that in.
I love it.
I say too much baseball stuff.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the first strikeout of the weekend is going to be from Morgan Woods. So 1-2-3 inning here in the top half of the first inning. So Team White goes down in order. A couple of pop-ups and give Morgan Woods a strikeout. So pretty clean inning there for Morgan Woods in the circle, Jamal.
Oh, yeah, real good inning from her. She mixed the pitches up. Threw a couple sliders or whatever you call it.
Yeah, a couple of those look pretty good, though, especially that one changeup. She got one of the young ladies to pop up on right there. So quick 1-2-3 inning. Let's see who's in the circle here for Team White as we start off here. Looks like Liberty Brown is going to be in the circle here, and she is a 25 graduate. She will be from PCS, that's Presbyterian Christian School from down in the Hattiesburg area. And I tell you what, Jamal, she is a tall young lady for being a 25 graduate, and she's going to be in the circle to start things off.
She looked like she can throw it a little bit.
A little bit.
Look like she can spring it a little bit.
The receiver on the other end is going to be Jody Wilkes, the 25 graduate of Knox Pater, over at first base, just kind of scanning around here. Let's see.
Number 22.
That's Destiny Combs, Pascagoula product over there at first. At third, you got number 5. That is Bourne. It's Riley Bourne from PCS. So PCS well represented at this event.
Oh, yeah. Nice throw.
Yeah,
nice
good throw from the catcher there on the warm-ups there. So looks like leading off here.
Number 2.
Is that Ramaya Price from West Jones will be leading off. And Jamal, too, you have to feel like this first inning or two, you probably have to lean more toward that circle. The pitcher's having the advantage right now because a lot of these hitters, a little tight maybe coming up to the plate here, an all-star event. They may have some extra eyes on them. So,
yeah, she may have to try to hum a couple of them.
Yeah, let's see what Liberty Brown has for us on her first offering here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score here between Team White and Team Black here on Grand Slam weekend. First pitch is going to be down and in for ball 1.
Ramaya got a open stance. She
sure does. Keeps that 1 foot right there on the chalk there in the box. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to catch some of the inside corner. What'd you think of that one? 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was close. It was too close to take.
That's called a 115-degree strike.
They call it ring my hands up.
Exactly. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be smashed foul. Watch your heads over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And watch your cars.
That's right. I tried to park as far away as I could.
Yeah, she got it. She got a hold of that inside fastball. I guess that's what it was.
Looked to be that way. A lot of pitchers have come in on the hand so far. Here's the 1-2 from Brown, and change up fouled away. Just got a piece of it off the edge of the bat there, and she'll see another pitch here, 1-2. Boy, that had a lot of English on it.
Oh yeah. And it's another thing I just noticed. A bunch of these girls smiling, having fun.
Absolutely.
And that's a part of the game.
Absolutely.
Even though I would want to win in this heat, but that's a part of the game.
Here's the 1-2, and that's going to miss back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah.
So no score. We just got underway here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Team White went down 1-2-3. There was 1 strikeout from Morgan Woods in that top of the first inning in the circle. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Boy, she came in and got her on strikes. What about that pitch from Liberty Brown? Wow.
Oh, yeah, she brought that one a little bit of Jenny Finch action there.
Wow.
Hey, put the radar gun on her, coach.
Good grief. That was a pitch there.
Put the radar gun on her.
Wow. Tori Henry's going to step in now. Choctaw Central. Pretty sure she's got a good bit of folks here supporting her today.
She come in with a strike, first pitch. She got real good control on her fastball. Really good control.
So Liberty Brown, PCS 25 graduate. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be right to the third baseman. And she caught that on the run over there. That is Bourne over there who made the grab. So PCS in the circle, PCS at third, and 2 quick outs. And that's going to bring up Zaya Gunter from Nettleton. So a strikeout and a line drive out to third base. That's going to miss up and away, ball 1.
And she gets back in the circle quick.
She does. She does not mess around. She jumps back in there and gets ready to roll. And here comes the next pitch. 1-0 is going to hit her. Oh, it hit her right, I believe, right above the letters and numbers right there. So first base runner of the day is going to be a hit by pitch. So Gunter will reach. Don't think she meant to coming up and in like that, but just kind of lost control of that one.
Oh, yeah. Probably a curveball or something she lost control of.
Maddie Bird going to step in. Pisgah product. She's be a 25 graduate. Here's the first pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike.
Yeah, she's throwing it.
Fastball looks really, really on point right now.
She's throwing it.
Well, Jamal, what do they say? You know, you got to find out what pitches are working for you early in a game, and I think the fastball sure is. And she comes back with a rise, and that one got away, and that's going to allow the base runner to move up to second base. So it seems like right now, good control of the fastball, but her secondary pitch is kind of not really working as of the moment.
Oh yeah. I tried to find some research on some of these young ladies, but it's hard. Some of them.
I'll tell you what, we're going to find out a lot about them here this afternoon, that's for sure. Here's the 1-1, and there's a swing and a miss. Looks like she took something off of that one, and count goes to 1-2. So runner at second base, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, still no score. Base runner reached on a hit by pitch, and then a wild pitch to second base. All right, here's the 1-2 offering, and change up low and away, and runner goes to third, and she is safe. So that'll put a runner down at third base. She did come with a change-up. Good discipline at home plate right there not to swing at that pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you see fastball, rise ball, and then a change-up, you got to show some discipline not to swing it. 2-2 pitch. She didn't swing at that one outside on the fastball. Now it runs full 3-2. So what about that sequence? You go fastball, rise ball, change-up, and a fastball.
Oh, yeah. She's mixing her pitches up really well.
I think she's going to throw a fastball. I was going to say, what do you throw right here, fastball?
I think that's what she's going to throw.
She went rise, and it's going to be a wild pitch back to the screen, and Team Black will score on a wild pitch. So crossing the plate on the wild pitch is going to be Gunter. She's going to score from third, so it is 1-0 in favor of Team Black. So unfortunate there for the pitcher, that being Liberty Brown. She looked pretty sharp with 2 quick outs, but the hit by pitch and some wild pitches really cost her there.
Yeah, what I always teach y'all, you can't got to make them hit their way on. Don't walk them. If you walk them, they end up getting to the plate some way, somehow.
And that's going to be slap foul. At the plate is Kennedy Poe. You guessed it, Northeast Lauderdale. I think Coach Stevens may have brought the whole roster from Northeast over here to Decatur today. Well, hey, that's great. We're getting to showcase them here today.
Put them in front of some coaches.
That's right. 0-1's going to be skipped up there. Runner at first will stay put.
Good block by the catcher. Put these young ladies in front of good eyes so they can get seen.
All right, here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be fouled right back to the screen. Good hack there at the plate there from Kennedy Poe. Yeah, you mentioned 2 outs. What have you always heard when you have a 2-out walk or hit by a pitch? Somehow, some way, it just finds a way to bite you 9 times out of 10.
All the time. All the time.
1-2 is going to skip away. So the changeup has been kind of that one secondary pitch. Jamal has not really worked so well for Liberty Browns. That's going to skip away, allow the runner to go down to second. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner maybe for the young lady at second there.
I think she's the catcher.
Okay,
Is that the catcher?
Yeah, I believe so. So they're going to have a base runner out at second. It looks like Ramaya Price is going to run out there at second. She's the West Jones native. And I imagine catcher's grateful for that. Here's the 2-2. And swinging and miss, strike 3. So despite giving up the 1 run, hey, Liberty Brown gets a couple of strikeouts in that inning.
Oh, yeah. She's really bringing it. If she can find a secondary pitch, she's going to be real tough to hit today.
I think that last strikeout, she had some anger behind that one because I think she was a little frustrated by hitting the one batter with 2 outs and then a couple of wild pitches mixed in, allowed a run to score. So we go to the top of the second inning. It is 1-0 in favor of Team Black. And, of course, our broadcast is being powered today by Bingo Media Crew, Major Drip Athletics. Folks, you see these uniforms that these two teams are wearing here today? Gorgeous. Those pink uniforms look really good with the black striping, and, of course, the white uniforms look great. Of course, Carrie Stribling does a great job there, Major Drip Athletics. Of course, our friends over here at East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collection, Big Game Brand, a lot of great sponsors. And, Jamal, you know as well as I do, it takes a lot of good community support to put on events like this.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm like I told you earlier about these uniforms, man, they are nice. Like, I wish I would have put my order in for one.
Put your order in.
I got to find Kiers. I can tell him to put my order in for one of these uniforms.
He's down there running for governor, I think. So
I can believe it.
You can believe it.
Hey, there's one thing about him. He always going to put his name in something.
There
you know
you
what
go.
I'm saying?
I tell you what, though, I've been involved with Carrie the last year or so with Magnolia Sports, from the football to the basketball, now to this event. And I tell you what, folks, if you have not gotten your student athletes involved with this organization, you need to do it, because I promise you they will get some good mentoring from these coaches, from Kerry and his group, and they do a great job over on their social media page. And we need to plug that, Magnolia Sports Association, on Facebook and Instagram and some other avenues there. A lot of great ways to showcase your student athletes at all these area high schools, not just here in this particular area, but all over the state. We've talked about these schools, folks. We got teams represented all over the state of Mississippi this weekend.
And also the Magnolia Sports Association, they do private school and public school against each other.
Isn't that amazing? And I love that idea. I love it.
And,
Destiny Combs is going to lead off here from Pascagoula down on the coast. She's a 25 graduate. Looks like Woods is still in the circle here to pitch, so she'll get another frame to go. And I was kind of wondering how the coaches would balance the pitching in this event here today. I'm pretty sure everybody will get maybe an inning, maybe 2 at most, because in an all-star event you got to kind of balance your pitching a little bit. So Woods will get a second go at it here. So Combs will step in. Look at that left foot. Open stance all the way out there on the edge of the box. You don't see that too often. First pitch to her is going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. I don't know how Woods was able to snag that, but she did.
It was a shot. I'll tell you that. She couldn't do nothing but defend herself on that one.
She was able to get down, put leather on it, and make the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Good swing. Good swing. Nice Bourne up there. Bourne?
Yep, that's Riley Bourne, PCS.
PCS. They were representing this too.
Absolutely. So she'll step up to the plate. Of course, her teammate Liberty Brown was just on the mound back in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch is in there for a strike from Morgan Woods. Yep, that's Morgan Woods from Noxapater. She'll be a senior this upcoming season. She's looked very sharp so far. She pitched a 1-2-3 top of the first and trying to do the same here in the second. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to miss a little down and away.
I see a couple umbrellas in the crowd.
Sunscreen and water and more water and more water and more water. Here's the 1-1, and, ooh, caught the inside corner. Another one of those heat index strikes. Here's a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up here.
That was one of them, come on, Blue. That was one of them, come on, Blue.
I don't think anybody's going to complain at him today.
Come
Now,
on.
back in April, possibility. Here's a slow roller. Took a funny bounce out toward second base, but it's going to be an easy two-hopper for a ground out. So that is the second out here in the top of the second. That ball took a little bit of funny hop out there towards second base.
Yeah, hit one of them holes out there or something. One of them divots on this dirt. You know, you on dirt, you're going to get bad hops and stuff like that. But glad they ain't playing on turf.
That's
I'll
right.
tell you that right now.
Here's Lauren Roebuck, the Union native. She'll be a senior this upcoming season.
Okay, she right down the street.
That's right. Imagine she's got a few folks in attendance with her here today. First pitch, I kind of fooled her on the inside portion there, swinging a miss, strike one. Tell you, we talked a lot about Liberty Brown, but what about this young lady, Morgan Wood? She has been very effective in the circle.
Just throwing strikes, letting your defense work. That's what some coaches teach.
That's right. 0-1, going to skip up there on the inside portion. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, you see some of these strikeout numbers in both softball and baseball, but, hey, if you fill up the zone and let those 7 play behind you, you're going to be just fine.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-1 coming up from Woods. That's going to be popped up behind us, and the count goes to 1-2. We talked a lot about Liberty Brown, her arsenal, but Woods.
She's doing really well.
Kind of her fastball's pretty good, but her secondary pitches seems like she's got some good command of all of her arsenal so far. All right, 1-0 game as we play in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2, and there's a ground ball base hit into left field. So first base hit of the weekend is going to go to Lauren Roebuck from Union. So 2-out base hit. So Team White trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Good approach right there.
Oh, yeah, very good, very good. 2 strikes on her. She just did what she had to do, put the ball in play.
All right, here's Olivia Rudolph from Leak Academy. You praised Leak a lot a few minutes ago, and why not?
Yeah,
they win a lot of everything up in Leak.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So runner over at first is Roebuck, and that's going to be slap foul out of play, strike one.
You know, League Academy wins a lot it wins a lot in softball, and they wins a lot in basketball.
Girls basketball, boy. If you want to say there is a capital of girls basketball, there's a couple of really good schools, but Leak, boy, they've had some good teams there. Choctaw Central, I mean, you talk girls basketball, we've got a lot of good things going on there. 0-1 just missed, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yes, yeah. Umpire look like he got a very consistent strike zone today.
Sure, yeah.
If it ain't around the plate, he ain't calling it. If I was back there, you better be swinging the bat.
The strike zone is going to be from chalk to chalk. Popped up foul, and we'll go to 1 and 2.
There you go. Hoo-wee.
Looks like the baseball guys are maybe hanging out down there along the right field line behind the fence. They're watching some of this event. Of course, we'll see them later on.
They're in there for that little facility they got.
That's
it
nice.
Down here East Central.
Nice facility out there in right field.
You know, I was a Holmes Community College.
I know. Well, I'm a Meridian Community College guy too. So, but hey, you know what? These community colleges have the facilities from when you played to now.
Oh my!
It's
goodness.
unbelievable, isn't it?
I don't even want to talk about it.
It's unreal.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Well, I just graduated 2004, so
There you
it
go.
really wasn't that bad.
2 balls and 2 strikes here, and that's going to be a foul ball. Good at bat right here by Olivia Rudolph.
Hello?
I think that's the governor's phone ringing over there.
That's the head coach of East Central.
There we
Phone
go.
ring.
Hey, Lieutenant Governor, how about that? 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Olivia Rudolph, the Leak Academy product.
Keep battling, young lady.
And another foul ball.
She
I'll tell you
keeps
what.
battling. Keeps battling. You got to get a ball in from the coach as many foul balls she done hit.
But you know what? These are the kind of things I look at as a junior college or Division I coach. These type of at bats.
Oh yeah.
She's fighting off tough pitches in on her hands. if she has a great result, great. No matter what happens, this is a heck of a battle right here.
The quality at bat. Got to see it. Get to see a lot of pitches.
All right, another 2-2 pitch coming up here, and tried the rise ball, went upstairs. Full count now, 3-2. So she's battled it all the way to a 3-2 pitch coming up. So this is Olivia Rudolph, runner over at first. That is still Roebuck. She had the 2-out single. First hit of the game.
Oh, yeah, right between the 5-6 hole.
All right, 3-2 pitch coming up here, and that is fouled away.
Watch out, Mr. Blue.
So she'll see another pitch. I'm just glad we got the windows and the netting right here. That was right above us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
She will see another pitch here. So Team Black has a 1-0 lead despite not having a base hit. They had a hit by pitch and a handful of wild pitches to score the first run of the weekend. And Rudolph will see another payoff pitch. That's foul back to the screen again.
That's a great quality at bat.
And a big smile from Rudolph to the home plate umpire, too.
The umpire saying, come on now, figure something out. Figure something out. And that's just a smile, and that's what I like about it.
He's probably going to say, do we got a time limit on this game? Hey, but you know what? This is a great at-bat here by Rudolph. She has seen a lot of quality pitches, and Morgan Woods has got to be wondering how do I put her away right here. 3-2, and guess what? She fouls off another pitch.
So I throw it in.
She's not giving up.
No, she's
not giving up.
She's not. She's making things happen right now. Let's see, because she put the ball in play.
I don't have a count of how many pitches she has, but she's fouled off at least 7 or 8 pitches so far in this sequence. All right, broken record, 3-2 pitch coming up again, and this time she's going to pop it up right at the shortstop. Kind of a little floater out there towards short.
But that's a great AB.
So that was a great at-bat, though. Despite not getting a base hit, she saw double-digit pitches and flies out to the shortstop. So Woods gives up a 2-out single, but nothing more. And we head to the bottom half of the second inning in a 1-0 game. So what's impressed you so far between the two teams here? I know we hadn't had a whole lot going on, but what's been impressive so far?
Well, the pitching has really surprised me, honestly. Well, it shouldn't have surprised me because it is an all-star game.
Right,
you are getting some of the best pitchers, from the state of Mississippi, you know. So, you know, they're showcasing their skills at the pitcher position.
We'll see who comes out to pitch for Team White. And like I said, that's really the only other question we have is how long will the coaches let each young lady go. So I would think Morgan Woods probably would be done after 2 innings. They may go to somebody else here. But no, Liberty Brown will come out and pitch her second inning of work. Because you want to give everybody an opportunity in this 7-inning game to get maybe an inning or 2 in. And I think the awards have arrived here.
Oh, no. But I see a lot of these baseball boys walking around. I'll be somewhere in somebody's air conditioner. I'm just going to tell you the God honest truth.
As my father always said, bought air.
I promise.
Bought air is the best air. All right, as Brown finishes up her warm-up tosses, we'll play here in the bottom of the second inning. Like I said, we've got 2 teams. All these young ladies are basically on one roster, but they're split up into 2 teams. We've got Team White out in the field. They are the visiting team, and Team Black will be hitting here in the bottom of the second inning. Team Black has a 1-0 lead. So Brown will get ready to pitch her second inning of work, trying to keep this a 1-0 game. And in the box here is 21. That's the shortstop. That's Emma Jane.
The League Academy.
Midford, yeah.
Seems like the umpire having a good time back there.
Yeah, I think everybody's enjoying the event.
I'm just glad I'm in the air conditioner.
That's right. Here's Leopard standing in, the League Academy star. She'll be a senior this upcoming season.
And see if Liberty Brown can get it back started. See if she find a secondary pitch somewhere.
Yeah, fastball looked fine. It's just everything behind that was kind of all over the map, and that was going to bounce up there and hit her. So fastball may have slipped out of her hand. You got to remember, too, she's got that towel in her back pocket, you know, hot day trying to keep her hand dry. I know they got the rosin bag out there, but when it's this hot and humid, it's hard to keep your hand dry when you're pitching that softball. Who do we have up to the plate?
Woods.
Morgan Woods. This is the pitcher hitting here. See if she can help herself out right here. So both base runners for Team Black have got on by hit by pitch. Of course, the first one came around to score in the first. That's going to miss up and away, 2-0. And Jamal, the thing about this young lady pitching, she'll be a senior, not this upcoming year, but next year. So she's still got time to work on all these secondary pitches too, and really polish her game. That's going to be fouled away.
Very much want to develop. She's developing right now.
Because when you look up and down these rosters, a majority of these young ladies are going to be seniors this upcoming year. But we do have a handful of 25 graduates, and this is one of those in the circle in Liberty Brown. 2-1 pitch is going to be popped up, and catcher couldn't find it, and it's going to fall right behind home plate. She kind of lost track of it there, and it'll fall for a strike, and it'll be 2-2.
Yeah, pitcher versus pitcher right here. So let's see which one wins this battle right here.
Of course, Jody Wilkes, the catcher from Noxapater, she's a 25 graduate. 2-2 from Brown, and that's going to be driven out toward right field. Right fielder is back and makes the catch. Went back a handful of steps as Woods gave that a ride, but it's going to be an out over there in right field. It's our first fly out in the outfield, so keeping the outfielders busy for out one.
Don't get lazy out there.
No.
You never know. Never know.
There's Montgomery Bolware. You guessed it, either Northeast or PCS. Well, she's a PCS young lady.
And that's a teammate.
That's
teammate
right.
versus teammate right here.
This is going to be interesting.
We'll get the bragging rights.
Boy, I tell you what, she got a hit off of Liberty Brown. They will be talking about that all the way back to Hattiesburg. You remember that day
and she a 25 graduate, too.
How about that? You remember that day on June the 30th when I got that hit off of you? She was trying there, swinging a miss, as Brown had some zip behind that one.
But the bad thing about being teammates, she knows your strengths and your weaknesses.
That's right.
So
1 ball, 1 strike, base runner over at first. Still there after the hit by pitch. That's going to be up and away, 2-1. What do they say about Liberty Brown? She's got the raw material. Got to mold it a little bit maybe. But from what I've seen for her being a 25 graduate, she's got the tools in the box. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there, 2-2.
Hey, she's swinging for that soccer field over there.
That's right. Boy, if she'd have got a hold of that one, it might have hit over there on the edge of the soccer field out there in left field.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine they've seen a few hit over there in the years here at East Central, and that pitch got away from her. That looked like a changeup or a rise.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, that was just a bit outside. Yeah, I think that might have been a changeup. It just kind of slipped out of her hand. So she goes back to the rosin bag, try to get ready for this 3-2 pitch.
And when she threw it, she just smiled.
3-2, she went upstairs, but good swing there to foul it away there from Bolware. So 3-2 at the plate here on Bolware from Liberty Brown. Here's another 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be in there, called strike 3. Runner's going to go, and ball's going to be backed up there at second base. So Liberty Brown will say, hey, I struck you out, Montgomery. And she'll have at least that going for her, but that is the second out. Runner did take off, as you said there, Jamal, on the pitch. They get a runner in scoring position.
And that was that hit by pitch.
Yeah, it was.
That was the hit by pitch.
So it's up to Dalen Earls from Morton. Another 25 graduate steps to the plate. And that's going to be called a strike on the inside. Don't know if Earls liked that call.
That's another come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. This is an all-star game.
Did you ever umpire before?
No, I never umpired.
I've done it before. It's not fun. 0-1, and that's going to be right past the third base area for a base hit. Coming around to score is going to be Team Black. So a RBI base hit there for Team Black, as that was Earls who got the base hit just past the glove over there at third base. So our first RBI single of the day, and it is 2-0 in favor of Team Black. Good approach right there, just hugged right down the line right there.
And guess what scored? That hit by pitch. So, you know.
That's going to miss outside for ball 1.
Hit by pitches, walks, come back to haunt you. Errors, come back to haunt you.
So that's the way both runs have scored here today. They both reached by hit by pitch, but that time it was a base hit.
Yeah.
Here's Aaliyah Nixon from Quitman. That's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Little slap hitter. Seemed like a little slap hitter from the left side.
And I doubt we don't have any particular batting order here today. I'm pretty sure the coaches are probably just sending them up there as we go here because this is an exhibition all-star event. So we'll probably see a multitude of different hitters as we go along here.
Just have fun and play the game.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So 2-0 in favor of Team Black. We're playing here in the bottom of the second inning. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2, and that one bounced up there. Here's the throw towards second base, and she is out. Nice throw there by Team White's catcher. That is Jody Wilkes. Boy, she got her in plenty of time down there at second base. Good throw.
All I tell my catcher is, Hosina.
She had one right there. She had one right there. So Wilkes will slam the door in the bottom of the second inning. But an RBI base hit from Team Black. That was Dalen Earls from Morton who pushes the lead out to 2-0 as we go to the top half of the third inning. So Team Black has gotten 1 run in each of the first 2 innings, and we head off to the top of inning number 3. And, of course, we'll see who heads out to the circle here for Team Black here in just a moment.
Can you get a water?
Water, yeah. Governor's going to get us some fluid down there.
Makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Umpire's getting some shade over here along the third base dugout.
Drinking them a little water.
All right, let's see who comes out. And, yeah, we are going to have a new pitcher here for Team Black here. Let's see if we can grab a number on this. It looked like a single number.
Is it Ashanti?
I think it might be a Shanti Mural from Scott Central. I think it was a number 1. You may be right. Let's see. I believe that's who is pitching here. We'll try to get her to turn around here after she throws one warm-up pitch. Yep, that's who it is.
Got some pretty good eyes.
You still, yeah, look at you right there. 04 graduate. Give me a break. Have you realized it yet? You're almost 20 years out of college yet?
I'm 20 years out of high school.
It hurts, doesn't it?
In high school. I graduated in 04 in high school.
I graduated 2000 in high school. It is what it is.
So they moved Morgan Woods to shortstop.
Interesting. Pitcher to shortstop. So it kind of gives you an idea of what she does at Knox Pater, too. She's
playing everywhere.
Plays everywhere. She's a valuable player for Knox Pater. Looks like Liberty Brown is going to be leading off here in the top of the third. Let's see if we can get Team White going right here. They're going to see a different arm right here. And Ashanti Morrell here.
Oh, wow. That arm from the catch is for real.
Yeah, catching, that is number 11.
Mm-hmm. Maddie Bird.
Maddie Bird from Pisgah.
Yeah, she has a – don't steal on her.
Tell you what, we saw that throw by Wilkes a few minutes ago. I'm kind of like you, still on her. You might get the same result.
Exactly.
See if Brown can help herself right here. It's Liberty Brown, the pitcher for Team White from PCS. She gets a big ovation here, so it looks like PCS traveled up here very well from Hattiesburg. First pitch, she squares around to bunt, but it's going to be a strike.
The DJ left the music playing.
Oh.
The DJ was down there Snapchatting or something.
There you go.
TikToking.
Yeah. Everybody does that. 0-1 pitch is going to miss downstairs. Do you do the TikTok?
No, I don't do the TikToking. I may watch it a little bit. I don't do it.
You don't do the TikTok. Or as my mother calls it, the Facebooking.
Ooh. Change up.
That was nasty.
Change up. Got her all out front.
Shanti Mural from Scott Central, new pitcher in the circle. So give Morgan Woods a big tip of the cap. She pitches 2 scoreless in the start for Team Black today. So top of the third inning and a 1-2 pitch. And there's a ground ball right over to the shortstop. First play is, gonna ring her at first. I tell you what, Woods, it's amazing when you get plugged in at a position right away, ball finds you, and it found her, and she kind of kind of bobbled it a little bit, but she made a play there.
She slipped a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Governor Stribling. It's got a good ring to it.
He'll put his name in the hat.
He'll do it. Here is Catherine Bryson from St. Andrews stepping in here. So 1 ball and no strikes here. Here's the 1-0 pitch to her, and that's going to be called a strike. Ooh, that cold water's good.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. So 1 ball and 1 strike here. Here's the next offering. Did she go around? No, she did not. 2-1. Didn't think she went around right there. Able to hold her swing up, being Bryson.
Looks like all these girls just having fun out there and not worrying about the heat too
Oh,
much.
no much. Called strike there. Count goes to 2-2 here. Tell you what, I like Ashanti Murrell so far. She's done a good job in relief here in this 3rd inning. Here's the 2-2, and that bounces up there. We'll see a full count pitch. About the stance here by Bryson. Got that front foot over here toward the box, and that's going to be ball 4. Should be. Yep, it will be. So,
like Bryson wanted to hit.
yeah, she wanted to, but she's going to walk down to first base. So, base runner for Team White here in the top of the 3rd inning. Kaylee Henderson from Cleveland Central. So, Cleveland Central represented here today. She's a 24 graduate upcoming. See if she can get into one right here and get Team White on the board. She's going to square around to bunt. Bunts it up in the air, but foul. And that's going to be strike 1.
Okay.
Trying something different right there.
A little razzle-dazzle, as they say. And they bring the first baseman up.
Yeah, I don't think they expected the bunt right here. First base is going to play up a few steps in front of the bag right here. She's going to square again, but this time she's not bunting, but it will be a strike. So now she's in the hole, 0-2. Got to have what do they always say? Got to have a good 2-strike approach right here.
2-strike approach right here. Just try to hit it over the second baseman head. That's all you got to do.
Here's the 0-2, and that's going to bounce up there. Runner's going to take off towards second base, and she will cruise in there easily. That is Catherine Bryson. So Team White has a runner in scoring position. So they had the bunt on, and didn't matter anyway because they get a runner in scoring position via the wild pitch.
Coach Stevens coaching both sides. She go from one dugout to the other.
How about that? Here's the ground ball over towards second base. It's fielded cleanly over to first for the out. Runner will move up to third base.
Tori Henry. She moves from third to second.
So Henderson grounds out, but it's a productive out because you move the runner to third. Now it is 2 outs, though, and that's going to bring up Jody Wilkes, the catcher, who's already thrown out 1 base runner. See if she can get a 2-out base hit. First pitch to her is going to bounce up there. And Jamal, how big is it catcher right here? You got to, what do they always say, you got to be a wall back there and block everything up.
Got to be a wall. You got to block everything up. Anything close, you got to block it up.
Here's the 1-0 to Wilkes, and that's going to be slapped the other way. Foul. Oh, it had extra bases written all over it, but foul ball. Well, I like her going the other way right there. It almost got herself a double maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right down the line. Right down the line.
It missed being fair by about 2 or 3 feet down there. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So she's in the driver's seat. 1 ball and 2 strikes there in the circle, that being Ashanti Murrell.
Yeah, when she threw that strike, she smiled.
We've seen that a lot today. When something happens, they kind of have a little sly grin about themselves. Here's the 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss. Ball's going to get away. It's a big play right here. Throw down to first is going to be airmailed into right field, so that will give Team White a run. So it's one of those plays. The ball gets away from the catcher. She tries to throw down to first, and an errant throw allows the run to score from third. So, hey, Team White manufactures a run somehow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was An error from the catcher to first base. She threw it off her back foot.
So tough play right there. Ball squirted away after the swing and a miss on the strikeout to Wilkes, but she reaches first on the errant throw, and that's going to be outside. So the lead is cut in half now. It's 2-1. So Team Black on top of Team White, 2-1 as we play in the top of the third inning.
I didn't figure this game would be no blowout.
By
no means.
And that's going to be inside. Hitter at the plate is
Number 9.
Takara Russell from Thomas E. Edwards. So Russell in the box here. Base runner is Wilkes down at first. Count is 2 balls and no strikes here on Russell. Pitch to the plate is going to miss well away. And the count goes to 3-0. Well, you got to feel like if you're Ashanti Murrell, she got that strikeout, thought she might have been out of the inning, and 3 out of the zone right there.
Oh, yeah. She's struggling to find the zone at the moment. Oh, that's a ball.
Yep.
That is a ball. I know that rule in softball.
Yeah, because it was 3-0 since that infraction happened in the circle. That will be ball 4. As she was in her windup, she didn't throw the pitch to the plate, and I don't know if she got hung up in that dirt area right there where everybody is planting that foot right there in the dirt. But so now you got 2 runners on after the pitch infraction, and basically a walk right there.
And the leadoff hitter is up from Northeast Lauderdale.
That's Ramsey, and it hit her on the top foot.
Hit her on the toe.
Hit her on the top of the foot. So just like that, isn't it amazing that one play you had the drop third strike that allowed a runner to score from third, and now the bases are loaded. So Wilkes is over at third after that one play. Then you had the walk on the 3-0 pitch infraction, and now you got a hit batter, and now you got – this could be a huge inning for Team White.
Could be, but it's still 2 outs. The catcher went out there and talked to Ashanti. Probably asked her what she want to eat for lunch later.
Just kind of settle her down, get a smile on her face, and just tell her loosen up, and let's go after this hitter right here.
Oh, yeah.
What do they always say when it's 2 outs in an inning? Don't worry about the base runners. Focus on who's at the plate.
Focus on the batter.
Carmen Bernard from Yazoo City. So big moment for her with the bases full here for Team White in a 1-run game here in the top of the third inning. Team White's already scored 1 to cut the lead in half. Here's the pitch to Bernard, and that's in there for a strike.
Bernard moved up in front of the plate. Like she's trying to catch it late and hit it over there to right field.
That'd probably be the best thing she could do is try to go the opposite field, shoot it right over there to right center field if she can. Here's the 0-1. There's a slow roller foul, and now she's in the hole, 0-2. So a 2-strike pitch coming up here for Team Black.
Coach Stevens came out and told her, hey, just throw your hands and hit the ball to right field.
Go that opposite way. Will inside-out swing maybe, and maybe hit it off the end of the bat and shoot it the other direction.
That's just the coaching in me.
Hey.
I done said it plenty of times before. So I know where that comes from.
0-2 pitch here. Here it comes. And did she go around? I don't think she did. It's going to be a wild pitch anyway. And Wilkes is going to score from third base. So
2-2 game.
So a 2-2 game. We're tied up. And I tell you what, that took a lot of discipline there from Bernard not to go around on that pitch down inside in the dirt. So that will tie the game at 2 on the bases loaded wild pitch. Here's the 1-2, and that misses up and away, 2-2. Hey, no matter how you score, you score. So they scored on the drop third strike error, and then the bases loaded wild pitch. Hey, beg, bar, cheat, and still do whatever you got to do to score, right?
Yeah, exactly. Deuce is wild.
2-2 is a slow roller out toward the pitcher. She's going to come home, but now she's going to go to first.
Safe.
And the ball is dropped at first. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And just like that, a little indecisiveness there by the pitcher. And, 2 outs. Did she just kind of lose her bearings right there? You got 2 outs. Obviously, we all know the play is to first. She just, boy.
She probably thought the bases were still loaded.
Exactly. So that error right there, it was a slow roller. She had plenty of time to throw out the base runner. at first, but instead she deked to home plate, and then she's like, oh, my gosh, it's 2 outs, and then she throws to first, and it's an error, so both runs come around to score. So Team Black has not been incredibly sharp defensively, and these are these type of things that can happen when, you know, with 2 outs happen, a couple of errors mixed in, and all of this has happened with 2 outs, by the way. Isn't that amazing?
All of it.
All of
2
it.
outs.
Every single bit of this situation, all 4 runs have crossed with 2 outs.
Coach Andy Finch from Caledonia came out to talk to the pitcher and the defense. I wonder what he told him right then.
You know, I mean, the catcher went out there to speak to her earlier, and, you know, you would think that would have been more of a settle-down deal. And what would you say in that situation? I know it's tough. You just gave up 4 after 2 were out. But
it's okay. We just having fun.
Yeah. That's bounced up there, and nice job there at that catching position. That's Maddie Bird from Pisgah. Boy, she gloved that one and kept the runner at bay at second.
My thing right there, I tell them, hey, calm down. We got a lot of ball left, you know.
So this is Jada Jefferson at the plate, and she's going to square around to bunt and lay it down, and it's going to be a play over at first for out number 3. But what do they say? The damage is done here in the top of the 3rd inning. 4 runs across the plate thanks to a couple of miscues by Team Black in the field. But, hey, Team White will take it. They're up now 4-2 after that 4-run top of the 3rd inning. So Team Black will look to get some of those runs back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Of course, our broadcast being brought to you today by Major Drip Athletics, East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collection, and Big Game Brand. Of course, our game is being powered today by Bingo Media Crew. Appreciate their hard work behind the scenes here today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a timeout as well, take a break, and catch our breath. We'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Decatur at Grand Slam Weekend here with Bingo Media Crew. All right, welcome back here to Decatur, here at East Central Community College as we get ready to play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Team Black now trailing on the scoreboard 4-2. Looks like we got a new pitcher here in the circle for Team White. That is number 20, is Callie Henderson from Cleveland Central, so she'll take over in the circle for Liberty Brown. So, Jamal, looks like we're going maybe two innings apiece, maybe 1 for some of these young ladies on the back end of this game, so we'll see how we go here. So Brown gets a couple of innings. Woods gets a couple of innings. Of course, Murrell just pitched the top of the 3rd, so now we'll get a good look here at Callie Henderson. She will be a senior this upcoming school year from Cleveland Central.
Oh.
That's Wilkes behind the plate still catching. Catching in this heat. Good grief.
They used to it, I guess.
I know they are. I
don't know.
We're up here complaining like we could doing something, you know. I mean,
just running our mouths a little bit.
Exactly. That's all we're doing. All right, so we play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-run game as Team White is up on top after a 4-run top of the 3rd inning.
Let's see, can Team Black get it together and score 2?
You slap right here to begin the 3rd. Third base is playing back a step or 2.
I'm bunting it.
Bunting it up that 3rd baseline. I would.
She in the back of the box. I don't think she.
No, I don't think so either. First pitch here to the plate is going to bounce away, ball 1. In the box hitting is Leah Nixon. Quitman Panther. Here's the 1-1. That's going to miss up and away. 2-0.
Well, you know, it's an all-star game, so you don't need to be bunned. Just swing the bat.
Yeah, swing the bat. Might as well. I know. I'm thinking like the coaches are. We're here to win.
Hey, swing the bat. Have fun. Swing the bat.
Here's the 2-0, and that's going to miss away here. So Henderson trying to find her first strike in relief here.
If I was coaching this all-star game, I'm just throw fastballs.
Yeah.
People want to see folks play a little defense, hit the ball out the park.
Young ladies trying to show their full arsenal here today. 3-0 pitch is going to be a called strike. That was one of those heat index strikes, 3 balls and a strike.
Seemed like that was automatic there. It's automatic
Yeah, most times if it's in the neighborhood, they're going to call it. 3-1, and nope, they're going to say it missed inside. So Team Black did exactly what they need to do, get the lead off on first. Emily Woodson from Wesson will step in. Wesson High School represented here today, 25 graduate.
Seemed like the young lady that's on first base can run a little bit. Let's see if she try this catcher.
She's ready. Here's the first pitch to the plate, and there's a line drive, a little hit and run action, but she had to check up there. Did Nixon right there because she wasn't sure if it was going to be caught out there in center field. You kind of caught, in kind of a tough situation right there on the hit and run, but it will be a base hit into center field, so 2 runners on now with nobody out.
I did call that, didn't I?
You did. You
run.
thought she was going to take off, and she did. So they're at first and second now, and I know we say swing away here, but do you bunt right here to try to move everybody up in a 2-run game? I know we're only in the third. But
I'm bunt. If I'm
nope, swinging away. Swinging a miss, strike 1. That is
Alyssa Williams.
That's Williams from Thomas E. Edwards. Okay, she's going to show it at least right here. First base is playing up. Third base is coming in too. And here's the bunt, but it's going to catch the inside corner strike. Runner's going to take off to third, and she is out. Wilkes has been impressive so far. Jamal, she has thrown out 2 base runners.
Don't run on her.
Wow.
Don't run on her.
So they had both base runners going there. She was going to bunt. It was a strike on the inner half, and she got the runner in plenty of time at third base. Here's another bunt, and that is called a strike. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 1 out. So tell you what, defense so far has been behind home plate in Wilkes.
Yes.
Here's the 1-2, and a big swing and a miss. Whew, that was a nasty changeup there. And Henderson with a big grin on her face after that changeup call, or swing and a miss, strike 3. So, man, what about this inning started beautifully? You get the walk.
Get the base hit.
You get the base hit. And then things just kind of unravel for them thanks to Wilkes and then the strikeout. First pitch from Henderson is going to be a ground ball. They might get out of it, and they will. How about that job right there? The first 2 runners get on base, and good defense behind the pitcher gets it job with the strikeout mixed in. So you got to like that.
And Wilkes just got a big old smile on her face.
Man.
Hey, I would have a big old smile on my face, too.
Jody Wilkes has thrown out 2 base runners. The catcher, folks, she is a
25.
Product from Knox Pater. She'll be a senior 25 school year, so she'll be a junior this upcoming year, and she's been the defensive star so far for both teams, I think. So we'll see if Ashanti Murrell will come out for the 4th inning or not. Of course, she was on in relief in the 3rd inning for Team Black, so that's tough for Team Black. They got the first 2 base runners on, but, man, Team White got out of that situation, I mean, in a quick way. And it looks like, who are we going to get on the mound here? It looks like we are going to get a change on the mound. All right, stand up Choctaw Central, Tori Henry.
Yeah, I think she was Choctaw Central's #1 this past year.
So she's going to try to come in here and be the stopper here and keep this a 4-2 game here in the 4th inning. So 3rd pitcher here for Team Black.
Yeah, I think she was one of Choctaw Central's main pitchers this past season. I watched a couple of her games this year, and she pitched.
Pretty good.
Both of them. So.
Well, she's going to warm up here in the top of the 4th inning. Of course, after this broadcast is over, we're going to make the trip down to baseball, and we'll play the baseball portion of Grand Slam weekend. Of course, down here at the baseball complex, of course, beautiful facilities out here in Decatur.
Yes, very beautiful.
Of course, East Central Baseball fresh off of the Region 23 championship. They just made a trip to the College World Series. Neil Holloman and them do a great job over here in Decatur.
And one thing about Coach Holloman, I really like that guy.
I tell you, he's a worker.
I hope I get a chance to see him this weekend.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be slumming around the ball field somewhere.
Yeah.
He lives and works on that field, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here's Destiny Combs, the Pascagoula native, to lead things off. Here's Team White going to try to extend that 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch from Henry. He's going to bounce at that hitter. Hit her on the front leg, I think, didn't it?
Hit her on the foot.
All right, so is that one thing you're a little shocked about, is all the hit by pitches we've had so far?
Yeah, but you know it comes with the game.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with the game. You know, you never know.
And these young ladies, I know their season is in the spring as in baseball is, so the humidity, they're not used to this during the regular season. I know they play in other leagues during the summer, but trying to get a grip on the we got a runner drifting here, and there's a throw towards second, and
Safe.
she is safe. How about that? So I thought Combs was going to be thrown out there. She drifted off of first base and showed the lightning speed out there towards second, and she got the extra bag right there. Thought she was going to be thrown out.
Yeah. But, hey. She caught in between. The catcher didn't know which way she wanted to throw it. Oh.
Bounced up there. Nice job by the catcher here. I tell you what, we've had a good
Threw behind
showcase
her.
of Shecker. That's Maddie Bird right there. Throw out to second. Good job by the center fielder back. I love those little things right there, too, backing a play up.
Just the little things that matter. Just the little things that matter.
In the box hitting is Bourne,
PCS.
the Bobcats. All right, so Henry trying to find her footing there in the circle. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be a bunt over toward third base. Here's the throw toward first, and did she secure it? No, she did not at first base. So Team Black, we talked about it in our pregame here today. Defense is big in this game, and Team Black has not really helped out their pitching staff here today with a couple of miscues.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So now Roebuck is going to step in. You got him at the corners. I think they're going to get a courtesy runner here for the runner over there at third. So Combs will head back to the dugout, and she's like, why are you taking me out? I took an extra base. I'm over
stole
at
the
third.
base.
I mean, come on now.
Come on, Coach, what you got going on? I guess she had to get a little bit more speed over there on third.
I guess so.
Combs was showing her speed off.
That's right. Runners at first and third, nobody out. Here's the bunt, and over at third base, and now they're loaded. Now they're going to be loaded as Roebuck put the bunt down. Give her 2 base hits on the day. She had a single earlier, and now she's got a bunt single, and now they're loaded for a very tough hitter in Olivia Rudolph. And, Jamal, you remember the lengthy at-bat she had earlier.
Oh, yeah. She tries to put the ball in play, and she does. All she got to do is put the ball on the ground. Right here, she scores a run. She gets a RBI.
So now both defenders at first and third are going to play up a little bit at the corners with nobody out. And that's bounced up there. Bird, another great job of blocking it up. I tell you what, the catching has been impressive here today. Bird and Wilkes.
The catchers have really impressed me. Normally the shortstops impress me.
Right.
The center fielder impress me. The catchers are really – if you ain't got a catcher, you ain't got nothing.
Well, and you got to imagine, too, with a heat like this here today, catchers can get a little lazy out there in the heat, but they haven't. They've been on every play. Here's the 1-0, and there's a line drive, base hit into left field. One run is going to score. Left fielder can't come up with it cleanly, and that's going to allow a second run to score, and that will give Team White an extra base both at second and third. So a 2-run base hit for Olivia Rudolph from Leak Academy. She stands at second, and Team White is starting to blow this thing open. Top of the 4th inning, and it's now 6-2. So Rudolph is now 1 for 2 with a 2-run base hit.
Yeah, mistakes on defense, it normally comes back home with you also. So
first pitch to the plate to Liberty Brown is going to be grounded foul. So Team White, after they trailed 2-0 after 2, they have put up 6 unanswered and are still hitting with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1, and there's a line drive, base hit into left field. It will drop, and that will at least score 1. And Liberty Brown's going to get an RBI base hit and an extra base actually 2 extra bases because of an errant throw by Team Black. So Rudolph will score easily after the error, so Liberty Brown give her an RBI base knock and a couple extra bags thanks to an error. So another 2-run score, and another error allows another run to score right there.
Yeah, the errors come back to haunt you. And that was bases clearing triple. Well, I say a double, but.
Yeah, it's left fielder tried to
throw the run out at the plate.
Yeah, tried to do that, and I don't think she would have gotten the out at home plate, but when the ball sailed, they were having trouble trying to get the ball back here where we're at behind home plate. So, and there's still nobody out.
But if that run scored, they're going to flip-flop the end.
Yeah, that run will score, and they're going to flip-flop positions right here because of the 5 runs in an inning. So that was the rule we agreed to when we started this game today. If someone scored 5 runs in an inning, we would automatically go to the next half. So there was a wild pitch there, run score. So a 5-run inning for Team White. And I guess the highlights of that inning, obviously the base hit by Brown, the base hit by Rudolph, and boy, some errors mixed in, and Team White is rolling right now.
Yeah, that is. That's what it comes down to. You have a couple errors in your game, Hopefully, Team Black can
get something going here. Let's see who Team White will send out to the circle here.
They ain't came out yet.
Not unless they were hitting right there, maybe. Because we had.
Oh, there she is.
Callie Henderson. Yeah, Henderson will come back out. So she'll pitch 2 here today. So it started with Liberty Brown in the circle. She pitched 2. And that looks like Henderson's going to try to pitch 2 here as well. So we got some offense starting to roll in that inning. A couple of big base hits. Of course, line drive base hit by Rudolph. Of course, Liberty Brown had a base hit in that frame. Boy, there's a lot of big base hits in that last frame there for Team White.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. I think I'm just excited to see this catcher play defense again.
I tell you, she is something else, and I'll throw it down to second. She's got a decent arm, too. Like I said, that is Jody Wilkes from Noxapater, and she's only going to be a junior next year.
Yeah, it seems like Noxapater is going to have a lot of – like the pitcher pitched for them in the first inning for the black team. That was a Noxapater girl, and she graduated next year. And now the catcher, it's going to be really good to watch.
All right, Ramaya Price from West Jones going to step in here. She'll be a senior this upcoming season for West Jones down there around Jones County area. First pitch in the sequence, going to miss way upstairs, ball 1.
Like Henderson ain't trying to throw too many other pitches but a fastball.
Mm-hmm. Of course, don't forget we got more action later on with our baseball game here on same channel. You're watching the softball game here on Grand Slam weekend here in Decatur.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be interesting.
I was looking at the roster for baseball earlier. I was looking at some of the schools represented. Got some good talent down there for baseball later.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
That last pitch from Henderson was in there for a strike. 2-1. 2-1 offering coming up here, and there's a soft grounder over toward the bag at third and can't make the play. And you know what, Jamal, to be honest with you, I don't know if she throws her out anyway from deep in the hole over there at third.
That was going to be a tough play. Very tough play.
Ball, it was like I said, it was a slow run. It's right at the line, right at the bag at third, and the third baseman over there, that is Russell, had it momentarily, but too much speed down the line. Here's Henry, Tori Henry from Choctaw Central. She's going to square around to bunt. Pitches upstairs. Here's Wilkes again, and just got in there. I tell you, she almost threw out another one. She almost had a third one. She's got a good arm behind home plate. That's special right there.
Like Black trying to get those manufacture some runs with moving the runners over.
What do they say? Chip away. You can't hit
chip away.
Can't hit a 7-run homer right here. Just scratch away as you go here. We're in the 4th inning here. We still got a ways to go, but here's the 1-1, and that's downstairs 2-1. So Henry, who's at the plate, she was on the mound during that 5-run fourth inning. Got touched up for a couple of base hits and allowed a handful of runs to score. And most of those were unearned runs, by the way, due to some of those errors. So 2 balls and 2 strikes after that foul ball. Looks like Coach Finch is still over there coaching third here from Caledonia.
It's like these coaches are coaching both sides. And I've seen Coach Stevens drop one from one side to another. I've seen a couple of these other coaches go from one.
Ooh.
That was a curveball.
Just missed inside. Boy, that has some good movement on there from Henderson.
Yeah, I can see that one from up here. I can see that one from up here. She just smiled like.
I know. She was like, oh, come on, Blue.
There it is. Now, come on, Blue.
Come on, Blue. Here's the 3-2, and downstairs, ball 4. So Team Black has gotten – this is exactly what happened in the previous inning. They got the first 2 runners on, and then defensively, Team White got themselves out of a jam. So let's see what happens here. Who we got at the plate here? Is that Gunter, I believe, number 10? Zaya Gunter, yeah, I believe so.
I can tell you this.
Yeah, that is.
Got
Ball
good
1.
eyes up here.
Yeah, ball 1. Can't miss the bright pink and blue numbers.
I swear.
But those uniforms are something special they're wearing out there today.
They must be pretty cool.
They must be. That's in there for a strike.
Change it.
Love the socks, too. They got the Major Drip logo up and down each leg. And
I'm telling you, Major Drip always had these All-Star games looking real good.
They do. That's going to be a wild pitch, and that's going to allow both runners to move up. So Team Black has now got 2 runners in scoring position as Henderson throws one to the backstop.
Just put the ball in play, young lady.
And, of course, if you're Team White, you're just looking for outs right here.
Oh, yeah. Just get a couple outs and we're going to hit again.
Here's the 2, a swing and a miss, and count goes to 2-2.
It's a lot of schools represented, but it's a lot of travel ball school teams represented.
It is. It definitely is.
I've seen a bunch of express helmets,
2-2 is going to get away from Wilkes, back to the screen over here, and that's going to allow a run to score from third. So Team Black does get a run back here in the bottom of the 4th inning on that pitch in the dirt. Not a lot Wilkes could do with that right there. She tried her best to block it up here on this glove side, but it got back to the screen, and the count goes to 3-2. Now it's 9-3 in favor of Team White.
Yeah, Wilkes had made too many mistakes in this game, but no, that was just snuck away from him.
3-2, and did that hit her? Yeah, sure did. It'll be a dead ball, so that Henry can't score from third, so she'll have to stay put as runners will now be at first and third. Still nobody out in Team Black. Trying to keep this thing going here. Looks like the catcher is going to step to the plate here. That is that Maddie Bird? Yep.
Yeah, Maddie Bird.
Pisgah High School.
Calling the first and third play, it looks like.
I know. Huh.
These coaches only had them for a day.
I know. They're already working on stuff like this. Said you got Caledonia coaching at third, Pisgah at home plate hitting. I mean, And there's a high fly ball into left field, but it's going to be right on the foul line and caught. Runner's going to tag at third base. Here's the throw toward home, but not in time, as Henry will score easily. Ball had some drive to it, but the left fielder out there will make the catch there for Team White. That was Jada Jefferson. A run scores. That makes it 9-4 Team White. But, hey, Team Black manufactures a run there on the sac fly, and there's one out.
That's all Team Black got to do. Keep putting the ball in play.
All right, next here to the plate is going to be a sharp ground ball over towards second. On to
nice
second
play.
for one. They're going to go to first, try to turn the double play, but not in time. And that ball was hit pretty squared up there by Kennedy Poe toward the second base area. So they get the lead runner at second. That's exactly what you want if you're Team White. You're searching for outs here with a lengthy lead right here.
And Raven Ramsey made a really good play right there at second base. She was at shortstop a while ago, but now she's at second.
And now runner's going to take off. That's Poe towards second, and she is safe. So she swipes second base.
Guess the coaches want to try Wilkes' arm a little bit.
There you go. Wilkes is like, you wearing me out back here. Was a strike at home plate as well. 0-1 pitch is going to be out. So, that last ground ball you mentioned over towards second base, it was a tough play because she moved towards second like she was going to cover the bag on maybe a steal attempt. She had to break back to try to field that ball because it was hit hard, too, by the way.
Yeah, it's very hard. And like I say, Ramsey has the hands. She made the play with the hands she has.
Mm-hmm.
She's a really good ball player. And she graduates next year.
Wow.
The Northeast Lauderdale got some good talent coming up. And
here's the 2-1 to Leopard, and that's going to be popped up. Should hit the roof here maybe. Nope, it's going to miss us by a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, right now the Northeast Lauderdale is represented in the middle infield, so they work together a lot.
Absolutely, yeah, because that was a smooth transition on that double play. They tried to turn there a few moments ago. 2-2, that hitter on the front foot sure did. So another hit by pitch. Tell you what, we've had a handful of those today, hadn't we?
Coach Stevens called timeout.
Going to go out and talk to Henderson. Are they going to make a pitching change here? I think she's going to make a move to another pitcher here. That's exactly what's going to happen. So, looks like Bourne is going to take over in the circle here for Team White. Wonder why she took her out right there. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Maybe she had on a pitch count, maybe, you think?
Yeah, probably so.
Because I wasn't sure how they would manage the pitching here in an event like this. Would it be an innings limit or a pitch count limit? And I would think right there it may have been a pitch count type deal maybe.
Yeah, but there's one thing about softball. They can pitch as much as they want to, it seems like.
It seems like during that Women's College World Series here in mid-June, one pitcher would throw 3 or 4 games, have 100-something pitches a night. So.
Yeah, like Oklahoma had that one pitcher she was just dealing. And wasn't no reason why she didn't keep going.
Can you believe a winning streak like they had? What was it, 50-plus in a row? That is unheard of.
Very much so.
All right, inning continues here after the pitching change. So Bourne takes over on the mound, and that's upstairs. Actually, they're going to say it's outside upstairs too, probably. As Woods is in the box, who started the game on the mound for Team Black. Here's the 1-0, and they're going to call that one a strike.
PCS got some two good pitchers. She's Bourne. She's from PCS also. They pitched Brown earlier.
That's right. Bourne is a year older than Brown. She's a 24. And that's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. That should score at least 1 run for Team Black. And they're going to be at second and third. So Morgan Woods with an RBI double pushes another run across, and Team Black, they were down 9-2, but they're slowly but surely starting to creep back into this thing.
Woods can do it. It seems like Woods can do it all.
She's pretty good, too.
Play shortstop and hit a little bit.
Wow.
So
well, think about this. You got Morgan Woods on this team, and don't forget about her teammate Jody Wilkes, who's also from Noxapater.
Yeah, so
Noxapater, you're going to be fine this upcoming season.
Yeah, most definitely. Whoever their coach is. Yeah. I don't know who their coach is in Noxapater right now.
He's got a couple of good ones.
They're very coached really well, too.
Very disciplined. This is Montgomery Boulware from PCS. She's a 25 upcoming graduate. She's at the plate. And she drives one into the gap here. I know the inning would wrap up because, remember, the 5-run limit we've got in each half of the inning. It's going to be popped up into left field. Left fielder is underneath it and squeezes it for out number 3. But, hey, Team Black scratches 3 runs in that inning, and they've snuck back in this thing. We head to the top of the 5th inning. It's now 9-5 in favor of Team White here on Grand Slam weekend with the Magnolia Sports Association here in Decatur, Mississippi, here at East Central Community College. Of course, we got a handful of more innings here at softball, and then we'll head down to the baseball field for our next game here this weekend in Decatur. And, of course, our broadcast being brought to you today by Major Drip Athletics, our friends over here in Decatur at East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collections, Big Game Brand, and, of course, our friends over here at Bingo Media Crew doing a great job with all the sights and sounds of the broadcast here today as we get ready for the top of the 5th inning in a 9-5 Team White game. And we'll see who Team Black will send out to the mound. You know, I thought when it got to be 9-2, how would Team Black respond? Well, they put a 3 spot up and got right back in this thing.
As you said earlier, just chipping away,
Yeah.
just chipping away. That's all you got to do is chip away. And Noxapater coach is Jody Dunn.
Jody Dunn, okay.
Duran,
okay.
yeah. So, well, whatever they got going on in Noxapater, it seems like they got some pretty good ball players.
All right, let's see who we got in the circle here for Team Black here. We're going to have a new arm here as Henry pitched the previous inning for Team Black. Looks like the same catcher is going to stay in here in Bird. Let's see who we got here on the mound. I think, is that Woods back out there?
That seemed like it.
You darn right it is. That's Morgan Woods who says, I want some more of this. She pitched the first 2 innings, and now she's going to come back in here in the 5th.
Seemed like it. Coach, I want the ball, Coach.
Hey, why not?
I want the ball. Give me the ball. I'll take it.
Here's my question. Woods is coming back out to pitch. Is her teammate Jody Wilkes about to hit here in just a moment maybe? Over for Team White, the catcher for Team White. Wouldn't that be a matchup?
That will be.
We'll see if it happens, and I'm not sure where they're at in their order. But we'll see if we cross that bridge when we get there. So Woods, who pitched 2 scoreless innings for Team Black, basically at this point, her job is to keep this thing where it's at. Keep it 9-5 right here. All right, at the plate hitting, that is going to be Catherine Bryson. St. Andrews.
I think Jody Wilkes batted last inning.
Did she? Okay.
I think.
Well, if Morgan Wood stays out there for another inning, she may see her. Who knows?
And that's what we just talked about softball.
Yeah.
You know, she pitched first 2 innings, and now
she's back in. The old re-entry rule.
Hey. That shows me them coaches on the black side wants to win.
They do want to win bad. What did I say earlier? If I'm out there in this kind of heat, if I'm out here, I'm going to win this thing.
Try to do something. Try to figure something out.
First pitch in this sequence to Bryson, miss for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to miss for ball 2. Well, if you coach Stevens, how can you lose, though? I mean, you're coaching both.
Both sides. She in a win-win situation.
That's right. So Morgan Woods pitched the first 2, had 2 zeros up on the board, looking to do the same here in the 5th inning. But she's dealing with Catherine Bryson, and that's going to be foul back to the screen over by the on-deck circle. Over there in the neighborhood of Callie Henderson, who is on deck. Of course, she pitched earlier for Team White.
Yeah, they moving her over to the other
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that.
I would move over there, too.
Wouldn't be too pleasant to get hit by a foul ball over in that area, on that on-deck circle. Here's the 2-1, and did she go around? They're wanting to check down there, and they're going to check with the base umpire.
He's talking to the first base coach.
He wasn't even watching. He was over there talking to Patrick Lovett, the first base coach. Good grief. This is an all-star event. I thought she went around. There's a foul ball back to the screen. Literally, I think the first base umpire and first base coach Patrick Lovett were talking about where they were going to eat later on tonight, I think.
Yeah.
They're both down there still smiling about it, too, I think.
Like, man, what's going on?
Oh, I think the first base umpire is over there on TikTok, I think, right now, looks like. He's on his phone. He's got a date later on tonight he's got to square away. 3 balls, 2 strikes at the plate here.
Zoom in on
Bryson.
Mr. Cameraman.
Yeah, zoom on that man down there. Here's the 3-2. There's a bouncer over toward third. She's up with it over to first base for out number 1. So good play over there at third base. Kind of an easy bouncer right there over toward the third base area to Leopard.
There you go. There's a cameraman on him.
There we go.
Zoom in on it.
There's the suspect down there.
Wonder what he's texting at the moment.
Things you see in an all-star weekend right there. Look at that. And if only he knew he was on right now. First pitch to the plate to Henderson's upstairs, ball 1.
I wonder if he's watching the broadcast.
Well, he can't eject us. We're up here. He has no idea unless he's watching it on his phone right now. That would be hilarious. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hammered foul. Watch out down there on the edge of the dugout. We
Cameraman?
got camera folks down there on the edge of the dugout almost. They were trying to take the entire Bingo Media crew out down there on the line drive. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Henderson. Early swing on that last one. Almost took everybody out on the edge of the dugout. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Good hack right there. Good hack right there. Now you just got to protect.
Change up, change up, change up. She's a little aggressive.
I would. Don't throw a fastball.
No.
She seems like she's on it right now.
Yeah, she was kind of sitting dead red fastball a few moments ago. Here's the 1-2, and just fouled it back. I mean, literally just got a piece of it to foul it back.
That's a little rise ball she threw there.
I was kind of wondering if she would go change up there. Rise ball makes a little bit of sense as well.
Don't make a mistake, Woods.
Don't leave it across the plate. What do you say, throw a cookie up there? Upstairs, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Callie Henderson. We're in the top of the 5th inning. It is Team White on top of Team Black, 9-5 here. And Henderson is at the plate. Here's the 2-2, and there's a soft grounder out towards short, and it's going to be gloved on to first, and just in the nick of time is safe. I tell you what, Henderson really was hustling up the first baseline right there. Henry took a little bit too much time out there trying to throw that to first base, and
the umpire was good enough to get off TikTok fast
that
enough.
A boy, the umpire made the call down there just in the nick of time as well.
Is that baby shark?
Are they calling the next game? They're calling baseball too. Oh boy, I hope he stays off the phone calling balls and strikes in the next game.
She runs on
Henderson's going towards second, and she's out. Well, Henderson tried to gamble right there, but gamble didn't pay off, and she's going to be out at second base. So 2 outs now. Bird got her in plenty of time. So
she running back to the dugout just smiling.
Oh, why not? Why not? So the bases are empty now, 2 away. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's downstairs 2-0. Here to Wilkes.
Okay.
So we've got our wish here. This is Noxapater on Noxapater right here. There we go. Woods in the circle and Wilkes at the plate. And Wilkes is getting the better end of this deal, 3-0.
I think she want to walk because they're teammates.
If she walks, I'd steal second.
She don't
Try to steal third.
She don't want to strike out her friend.
That's right. Strike.
Automatic.
Well, you don't want to make your catcher mad when you get back into the regular season, but then again, she does want to get this third out right here. So 3 balls and 1 strike as Woods delivers it to the plate. That's a pop-up down into foul territory. Everybody giving chase, and almost a catch down there. Everybody was giving chase over there into foul territory, so we'll go full at 3-2.
You would say no man's land, but that ain't no man's, no woman's land.
That was tough area down. I don't think anybody could have got to that one.
No woman's land right there. Oh, she worked it back to full count.
Big pitcher. What do you throw Wilkes right here, 3-2?
They got to throw a fastball. She got to throw a fastball.
Just at least throw her one to say I threw you one?
Yeah,
or do you go rise ball right here?
I threw you one, friend.
She went rise ball, strike 3. How about that? So she strikes her out. Wilkes will let her know about that later on. So a 0 up on the board. Hey, Morgan Woods did her job right there. She put a 0 up, so Team Black is going to head back to the dugout as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. They're within striking distance. It is 9-5, so Woods did her job right there.
Did what she's supposed to do. She's been doing it all. She's been doing it all game long.
So she's now pitched 3 scoreless innings right now. She opened up the game with 2 zeros, and now she throws a scoreless 5th. So
yeah, she had a base hit while ago.
And she's got a base hit while ago. I don't know, MVP voting, I think Woods is in the run. We got several folks in the running for this thing right now. This is going to be a tough. This is going to be a tough selection today.
We don't know what the governor gonna do over there.
What the governor's gonna do? Governor Stribling. It's got a good ring to it.
Hey, you know he'll put his name in the hat.
There we go.
You know he will.
All right, who are we gonna have on the mound right here in the circle?
They're bringing Bourne back.
Bourne gonna come back out here. Yep, Bourne will pitch. So she pitched the rest of the previous inning.
That's one thing about these young ladies when they get ready as a catcher. They don't take their time.
No,
she just got finished hitting, and now she's back.
She's already ready to go.
Oh, it takes boys forever.
Yeah, them baseball boys got to step up their game a little bit. Well, the thing about it is, if you're going to be on both of these games today, watch little things like that because softball and baseball, it's 2 completely different animals altogether. I mean, it really is. So Team Black will get ready to hit here with Bourne in the circle here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 9-5 in favor of Team White. Team Black got out to a 2-0 lead after 2, and then 9 unanswered runs by Team White. And Team Black answered back with a 3 spot in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Woods just pitched a scoreless top of the 5th inning, and now Team Black will try to chip away some more right here. Stepping into the box now is going to be Dalen Earls from Morton, Mississippi. She's a upcoming 25 graduate. Well, they always say it's important to get the lead off on base.
Yeah.
Because you're down to what you're – well, we still got 3 innings to go. This one and 2 more, so – still got time to – you definitely got to get at least 1 in this inning if you're Team Black. Big swing there. Had her way out in front.
Don't throw that pitch again, Miss Bourne.
So 0-1 after that swing and a miss here by Team Black's Earl. And that's going to be popped up. Should be playable and not caught. Third baseman over there could not make the basket catch. I thought for sure that was going to be out number 1. So what do they say? A swing on the house coming up right here for Earls?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're very lucky.
Yeah, Russell. I thought Russell was going to be able to snag that one down in foul territory, but just couldn't make the basket catch. So it's 2 strikes, though, here on Dalen Earls. And not her best effort, ball 1. 1 and 2.
She just working on that pitch, I think.
She's smiling, too.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen a couple of those pitches kind of get away from some of the young ladies today. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Earls to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2, and gonna ring her up, strike 3. So a heat index strikeout, and that's out number 1.
Heat index.
A heat index strikeout. Aaliyah Nixon's gonna step in now from Quitman. It might have been off the paint there a little bit, but
that's another one. Come on, Blue.
Having to get the on-deck hitter to the other side here. Woodson's like, why do I got to do that? Well, it is what it is. All right, first pitch coming up here is going to be upstairs, ball 1. Yeah, this is Aaliyah Nixon from Quitman. She'll be an upcoming senior. Bourne with a 1-0 pitch, and a little late on that one. I don't know if she was guessing that pitch or not, but
that
she
was
was
do I want
way
to swing?
late.
Do I want to swing? Yeah, I'm going to swing. No, it's late.
All right, Bourne ready to go here. 1-1 pitch with Wilkes catching still, and that's going to be foul.
Ball.
And also, too, you with All-Star events, catchers working with all these pitchers for the first time. That's always kind of a challenge.
But they only had 1 day to work with
That's
each other.
it. But Wilkes has done a good job handling the arms here for Team White. And that's going to be fouled right back to the screen, and count will remain at 1-2. So 9-5, Team White leading it here as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. This has been kind of a seesaw-type game. It was 2-0 after 2, and then 9 unanswered by Team White, and then a 3-spot by Team Black in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-2 pitch is fouled over on the edge of the dugout.
Coach Stevens reached her hand. I think she was going to catch that ball.
Oh, sure she was. Yeah, Coach Finch was down there, too. Well, he's over there at third base. I think that may have been Coach Lovett or someone on the edge down there as well. 1-2 pitch coming up here.
She's digging for something in that glove.
And that is a pop-up into shallow left. Shortstop's going to make the play. Nice glove play there by Bernard. That is Carmen Bernard from Yazoo City. Nice glove play, I believe. That was her out there at short. Or was that Ramsey out there?
Now, Ramsey at shortstop. Second
Ramsey
base.
at second, so that was Bernard. Okay. So how about this? 2 outs from Bourne. So she's done a good job here in this bottom of the 5th.
Carmen turned her hips and got to that to that softball really well.
Was a good defensive play. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring Woodson to the plate. There's a roller out toward Bernard at short. She's up with it. And how about that? A 1-2 inning for Bourne and Team White in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we had all those runs scored and nothing going here in the 5th inning. So we go to the top of the 6th inning, and it is still 9-5 in favor of Team White as they'll get ready to hit here in the top of the 6th inning in just moments.
I wonder is Woods coming back out the pitch. Looks like the coach is sitting there in the dugout.
She was debating with Coach Stevens. I want to go out there and throw another one, but, well, hang on just a minute here. Who is going to come out and pitch right here?
Henry going back.
Is Henry going back out to pitch?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so
it looks like.
So Tori Henry will come back out to pitch here. She pitched earlier in the game.
No.
It was, or no? Okay.
She had third. Get a razzle-dazzle on us.
Okay, here we go. This is our new pitcher here. Number 5, that would be Dalen Earls. Yes, yeah. Earls will come out to pitch here. Well, there's 2 masks sitting on each side of the circle out there.
Oh, one of them.
That may be Henry's over there at third, right? So our first look at Dalen Earls from Morton. She will pitch here in the top of the 6th inning for Team Black. They still trail Team White 9-5. We're getting late here in Game 1 of Grand Slam weekend here in Decatur, as Team Black trying to hold things right where they're at and try to scratch away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Looks like we got a new catcher as well for Team Black.
Like Earl got a lot of cut to her ball when she throws it.
Montgomery Bulware is going to be catching now from PCS. So we'll get a different catcher back behind home plate here. Looks like Russell is going to lead things off here. Team White trying to push their 9-5 lead up here in the top of the 6th inning here. Saw a lot of runs in the middle frames, but on the back half of this game, still hanging at 9-5. Team White in the lead. Russell ready to step up to the dish here.
Up to bat, number 9, Takara Russell.
All right, so Takara Russell will step in here from Thomas E. Edwards. She'll be an upcoming senior. As Earls throws her first pitch here in the 6th inning. That's going to be popped up down into foul territory. Everyone giving chase. And what did you say earlier?
In no woman's land.
In no woman's land down there in foul territory, strike one.
Like a check swing there.
Yeah, it didn't have a whole lot behind it, but
If it falls, it falls. Look
yeah.
like a line drive in the book.
Hey, what do they say? Next day in the box score, it looks good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the 0-1. There's a slow roller foul, and Earls is ahead 0-2. I think somebody took the phone away from the first base umpire down there.
You put it in his back pocket.
Yeah, I think so, right? Checking the forecast. Here comes the 0-2 from Earls.
Forecast says hot.
Hot, and more hot. And that's going to be a wild pitch on the swing and miss back to home plate. So Russell will reach on the drop third strike. So we'll go down as a strikeout for Earls, but a drop third strike over to first base. So base runner on here for Team White.
Number 0, Raven Ramsey.
So Raven Ramsey will step up to the plate.
The leadoff batter.
So be Northeast Lauderdale product. Of course, she's got a lot of speed, good defender.
Slap. Oh.
So a swing and a miss on that slap attempt. Haven't
That's
seen a
something-
whole lot of slaps today.
That's something Coach Henry has taught her a little bit, I guess. She's from Coach Henry's school. Coach Stevens' school.
All right, here's the 0-1, and that's going to be driven foul behind the third base dugout. So quickly, Earls is ahead 0-2.
East Central Community College.
So Team White is trying to extend their lead here. They got a base runner on to lead this inning off on the drop third strike, and now Ramsey is in the hole 0-2. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. She just got a piece of that one, and she'll see another pitch right here, that being Raven Ramsey.
In the first inning, she swapped over to her right side when
She sure did.
got 2 strikes on. I guess she's working on something in the All-Star game.
Yeah, why not?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, she'll stay lefty this go-around here. Here's the 0-2, and it's going to be in the other box right there, 1-2. Yeah, you see some switch hitters, but you don't see like you said earlier, an in-bat opportunity where they switch to the other box. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be popped up on the infield, and it's going to be, dropped by the shortstop, but it's going to should be an out at second base.
Yeah.
And yeah, the runner at second will be out because the ball was dropped out there at short on the diving attempt. So the lead runner will be out. And that's a tough play right there because it's a pop-up. You're staying at bay right there. You're not sure what's going to happen. So it kind of works out anyway for Team White to get the lead runner.
You never know. You never know. That was a great hustle by the shortstop to try to catch that bat.
Oh, sure
try
was.
to catch that softball.
It was a diving attempt. I think it kicked right off the heel of her glove maybe on the diving attempt. So
yeah, just put a little dirt on your uniform. Be all right.
yeah, that's in there for a strike. Base runner's going to take off towards second, and ball's going to be backed up there by second baseman. The runner's going to be in scoring position, and the hitter at the plate is Bernard. It's Carmen Bernard from Yazoo City. So 1 out, runner at second, 9-5 in favor of Team White. That's going to be way outside. Counts 1-1.
See, what I'm gonna have to learn is how to gotta run off the base when the pitcher releases the ball.
Yeah, that's one of those
something new.
rules right there. Yeah. 1-1. There's a bunt attempt up the first baseline. Nice bunt here. Will she beat it? She sure will. How about that from Bernard? Snap throw to third, and the base runner is safe. So you got runners at the corners. What about that bunt right there from Bernard? Boy, that was some speed.
That's perfect. That was a perfect bunt.
Wow.
No one can make that play. I don't think no one was going to make that play anyway. Playing a little ice cube.
Yeah, I hear that. So a meeting on the mound here as Coach Finch is meeting with the infielders and the pitcher, Earls. So there is one out, though. You're down 9-5, Team Black, so you're just trying to find some way not to let Ramsey score from third right here. Jefferson is going to be at the plate right here for Team White. As Jada Jefferson from Northeast.
Another one of them Northeast Lauderdale products.
Absolutely. Tell you what, if I'm teams back in Lauderdale County, I'm kind of worried about Northeast next year. They got some good-looking athletes. It's going to cause some headaches in that league next year.
What that 4A?
Yes, 4A.
No, these classifications done changed
They
much now.
And you know what? They may have gone up to 5A now because, we got 7A in some of these sports now coming up. There's a throw down to second base. She is safe, and that's going to allow Ramsey to score from third. Ball's going to trickle into short right center field, and that's going to allow the base runner to go to third. So, hey, Team White had the base runner going, and the runner scores from third. So a double steal error mixed in, and it's now 10-5. It's a tough run to give up if you're Team Black, and that's kind of been their story here today is some errors.
Yeah, I wonder was that a throwback to the pitcher?
Yeah.
Because the pitcher jumped up like she wanted to catch it.
And she did go around on the swing there, did Jefferson.
Make sure they ain't try to check him with the other umpire out there.
Well, he's out behind the shortstop now, so 1 ball, 1 strike here on Jefferson. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball out towards second. Just go to first for the out, and they will, and that will allow another run to score. Really, only play you had right there was just to get the out. A run will score, so that makes it 11-5.
Yeah, and she did what she's supposed to do. Less than 2 outs, woman on third, just put the ball in play, we'll score, whichever you decide you want to do. And that was great. That was a great piece of hitting there.
So that makes it 11-5. With 2 outs now.
Destiny Combs from Pascagoula.
That is popped up by Combs, and that will be foul.
The coach said something to her. She just smiled and got back in the box.
Right.
0-1 on the batter.
Yep, Combs at the plate here. Boy, her foot is almost out of the batter's box, that front foot. And count goes to 1-1.
I ain't seen too many women hitters hit like that, but
yeah,
I know.
That foot, I've never seen that, the foot that far out.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, that foot.
She got that Ozzy Albies
yeah,
stance.
It is. That foot is way out on the chalk right there. And that's going to miss downstairs, 2-1.
Well, the girl from Oklahoma. The leadoff batter from Oklahoma.
Sure did.
The probably the best hitter in women's
well, what do they
softball.
say? It's unorthodox, but if it works for her, it works for her.
Yeah,
so
you're exactly right.
Pitch to the plate, and Combs might chase one out of the zone. She's a little upset with herself right there. Count goes to 2-2. Thought she might have chased ball 3 there.
Yeah, Coach, that's my fault. That's one of them my fault, Coach.
Yeah,
my fault,
my bad. So the count's 2-2 here on Combs. Base is empty. 2 runs are already home here in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch to the plate. Change up, and it had a lot of nastiness on it right there from Earl. So that will be the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 runs cross the plate for Team White, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's now 11-5, and Jamal, those 2 runs right there, pretty big for Team White to get them some breathing room right there.
Yeah, I gave them a little bit. You know, it's 6 runs. 6 runs to tie 7 to win, so they only score 5 an inning.
That's right. That's
So
right.
they got to score at least 3 here, 3 the next, or 4 here, 3 the next, one or the other.
Yeah, because remember that in case you're just joining us, that is the rule in this All-Star event. They can't score no more than 5.5 innings because we're trying to move the game right along because, well, it's hot.
Very.
It's hot.
Very much so.
Well, I think the big drama in this game, I know we still got a little bit to go here with an inning and a half left, is who is your most valuable player in this game? I mean, we've seen a lot of good performances here, but there's a lot of good candidates for it right now. So as Liberty Brown's going to come back out to the mound to pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning. She started the game earlier today.
Yeah, she did. I guess they bringing them back out. She going to come back and close it down, I guess.
Maybe.
No, I just can't. I just don't want to be biased and pick nobody, but, my pick right now, if anything, I'm going to give the number Wilkes. Wilkes going to have my
Wilkes,
pick.
that is a catcher.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I'm kind of leaning toward Morgan Woods from Knox Pater. So you got one Knox Pater, I got the other Knox Pater right now.
And Ramsey, she's been making really good plays on defense also.
Like I said, you got a lot of candidates. I'm kind of leaning more toward Morgan Woods because she's pitched 3 shutout innings today, and she had the RBI base knock earlier. So, and, of course, you mentioned Ramsey. She's done a lot of special things defensively. She scored a run on a base hit earlier, and, of course, Wilkes has done it all defensively here today at catcher. So I think that's our 3 candidates right now. So
maybe the governor heard us a little bit.
That's our 3 candidates for player of the game right now. So we're looking at Wilkes, Woods, or Ramsey.
Oh my!
That's in there for a strike.
Just Brown, just throw your fastball. You ain't got to throw nothing.
I think if she throws her fastball, she's going to be just fine. So, like I said, Liberty Brown from PCS started the game, and she comes back out in relief. Oof. And, boy, and the expression on Williams' face there in the box, she's like, why did I swing at that? She literally looked at the home plate umpire, I think said that, and he's like, I don't know. Brown trying to get the punch out here. Here's the pitch, and it hit her, and she grins back at the umpire and takes first base. And Liberty Brown smiling as well. You got to love that. It's 11-5. We're late in this game, and
a little change up just bumped on the elbow.
Like I said, fastball, no problems with Liberty Brown. That's her pitch right now. And like I said, she's going to be an upcoming junior this year. So, and that's the thing about it, she's got that kind of fastball going into her junior season. If she works on her secondary stuff, I think she's going to be just fine. That has popped up way high. They got the runner, and now it's going to be dropped. What should have been a double play is going to be dropped. Wow. Catherine Bryson, that's tough there. What should have been a catch, you had the runner all the way out towards second. She catches it, goes back to first. They got a double play, but instead – they've opened up the door a little bit for Team Black here. First and second, nobody out.
Exactly.
That's upstairs. Well, they said don't leave that window open. Just a little crack will help, and that's exactly what Team Black's got right here. What should have been a double play, first and second, nobody out. Pitch to the plate is, called a strike.
Oh, wow. Run on first, played off a lot.
That's called I've called it here today. That's a heat index strike. That's a 115-degree strike right there. And that's a swing and a miss. Boy, that had some movement on it.
Very much.
We talked about her secondary stuff. She looked just okay right there.
I got to figure Wilt's going to probably throw behind this run on first base in a second.
She was drifting.
Yeah, and I can believe it's coming.
Here's the 1-2, and did she go around? I would check. Okay, it's going to be 2-2.
I think that was a makeup call.
May have been, yeah. So the house is even now?
I think that was a makeup call.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Here's the pitch from Brown, and it's going to get away from Wilkes, and runners are going to move up to second and third now. So nobody out, and they're both in scoring position for Price. Like I said, this thing is not over with yet.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
a base hit, and this is going to get a little closer.
It's not over till it's over.
Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4, and they're loaded. So the bases are loaded as Price heads down to first base.
Up to bat, number 3, Tori Henry.
Okay, well, right center field here. She may score 3.
All right, at the plate is Henry. That's in there for a strike. Boy, if she hits one in the gap right here, it might clear them.
She's going to run a while.
Mm-hmm.
She got speed on the bases, too.
I wouldn't put a stop sign up if I'm over at third base. That's upstairs. So a little drama here in the bottom of the 6th inning. An 11-5 Team White game. An extra base hit could make this thing very, very uncomfortable for Team White. We got time called at home? Sure. Yeah. I think Wilkes called time, I think.
Dirt got in our eyes from the battle.
1 ball and 1 strike here on Henry. Here's the pitch from Brown, and did she go around? It's going to be a strike anyway, and the count goes to 1-2.
All right, you got to clear your head. You got to hit the ball hard here. You got to hit it somewhere.
Henry from Choctaw Central looking for a big blow here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2, and swinging a miss, strike 3. Boy, did Liberty Brown ever need that right there. A strikeout with the bases loaded, nobody outs, and what a huge first out for Team White.
Oh, yeah, that was huge. See, can she come back with another one?
Mm-hmm.
She got a boa neck here, as they say.
Here's Zaya Gunter stepping in now from Nettleton. Pitch to her is in there for a strike. Brown's finding a rhythm right here. Maybe that strikeout's giving her a little pep in her step right here.
No, she don't take long to get back on the rubber.
Here's the 0-1, and that's upstairs 1-1. Bases are full here with 1 out. 11-5 Team White leading it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Liberty Brown back on the mound for Team White. Here's the pitch. It's popped up into the grass area there in left field. It's caught by the shortstop. So that is the 2nd out, and the bases are still loaded for Team Black. So how about this, Jamal? You had the bases loaded, nobody out. She gets the strikeout. Now she gets a pop-up on the edge of the grass on the infield. And now it's down to maybe 1 more out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they might not get anything.
Yeah, but she hit a shot while ago on the
that's Bird, isn't it?
Bird. Yeah, she hit a shot while ago over the second baseman.
And now she hits one left field. That ball is back, and it is gone! Grand slam, home run for Maddie Bird.
Well, I think the player of the game just switched a little bit.
Yeah, I think Maddie Bird just won player of the game on that smash. Well, Liberty Brown almost got out of the situation, but she left one right across the middle of the plate.
And she just smiled.
And Maddie Bird just deposited it over the left field wall for a grand slam. And just like that, it's 11-9. Wow.
And Brown just smiled and just, hey, good swing.
Wow. That's all you can say. It is what it is.
Good swing. That was a great swing.
Wow. And now a ground ball deep in the hole at short. She's up with it, throws to first, and she's out. No, wait a minute.
Safe.
He's changed it to safe.
She dropped it.
She dropped the ball. She dropped the ball at first.
She dropped it.
So how about this? The tying run has just come to the plate.
We just talked about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they can only score 5 runs.
That's right. They can only score 5.5 innings. So now you've got the tying run at the plate here with 2 outs, and that one's fouled back to the screen.
Well, yeah.
So how much did this game change? It was 11-5 going into the bottom of the 6th inning, and a grand slam has made it 11-9. And then you've got a runner at first base now, and Leopard is at the plate. Leak Academy, can they come through with one here?
Well, hey.
They've done it before. Inside corner strike, throw down to second base is not in time. Nice throw there by Wilkes, but maybe a little touch on this one side of the bag right here.
Yeah. Make sure she ain't hurt herself with that slide she just did.
know.
You know,
Okay, 11-9, runner in scoring position here. Here's the 1-0, and that's foul back to the screen. Whew, good swing there by Leopard.
this game done got a little interesting.
It has been.
It's been interesting all game.
But
you
I
know,
mean,
right now
it started 2-0, then 9 unanswered. You had 3 in the bottom of the 4th by Team Black, and then 2 in the top of the 6th from Team White. Now the grand slam makes it 11-9. So we've had a little bit of everything through nearly 6 innings here in Decatur today. Here's the 1-1, and that's just fouled away at home plate for strike 2.
I'll tell you what, Maddie Bird, she's a sophomore.
From Pisgah.
She's a sophomore. And
Just left the house with that grand slam.
I can say if any coaches are here,
Yeah.
she just put her name on the radar a little bit.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So she strikes out the hitter there, does Liberty Brown, but 4 runs cross on the grand slam. We go to the top of the 7th inning, a new game. It's 11-9. Things have gotten pretty tight here in Grand Slam weekend. What a way to open up the weekend with an 11-9 softball game as we go to the top of the 7th inning. I told you the bats were eventually going to get going today, and they did.
Grand Slam weekend with a Grand Slam.
Hey, a Grand Slam on Grand Slam weekend. So, man, what a great game here between these two, and we'll see who Team Black will send out to the mound here. This is a big frame here for Team Black because you got to feel like, Jamal, they got the momentum in their corner right now with the grand slam. They got it to a 2-run game, and they got to hold serve right here.
Yeah, this got interesting.
Yeah, very.
They got interesting really quick. I know they got these visors down here. Major Drip just give a lot of things out.
They do.
To all these kids. I was looking on Facebook earlier. They give what? Bags.
Batting
gloves.
The swag that these young folks get it's unreal. It looks like Earls is gonna come out to pitch this top of the 7th, and this is a big inning here for Team Black. Like you said, you want to do what you can to put a 0 on the board and try to get back up to the plate in the bottom of the 7th.
Annette.
O-L-O-W-O.
I think they're doing some drawings down here next to us. The governor is.
Zach Kemp.
All right, Zach Kemp just won something.
Sound like Zach Kemp won him a little something.
Zach Kemp just hit the jackpot down here.
What Zach Kemp done won? What have Zach Kemp won?
What did he win?
What does Zach Kemp win?
55.
55. What the announcers get?
Listen.
Hey, I'm getting a new house built.
You didn't know that check? The post-dated checks in the mail. You didn't know that?
Oh, I didn't know.
You
The governor gonna take care of us.
Yeah,
I already
the governor
know.
always takes care of everybody.
Hey, all the major drip stuff he has at his house, I know. I wouldn't mind getting some of that little apparel they got.
55-inch TV. Well, they can watch the baseball game later on tonight on that 55-inch. How about that?
Exactly. Unless they're going to go down below and watch it.
It might as well.
They must be down there warming up right now because it's 4 o'clock. So.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, we're going to have to hot-foot it down there to baseball after this. So.
I know. Bingo, they're going to have to set up really quick.
That's right. Swing and a miss as the hitter in the box here is Bourne. So Earl's trying to put a 0 up here for Team Black. I mean, all the momentum's in this third base dugout here for Team Black. If they can get a 0 here, you got to like their chances, even though they're down 2 here in the 7th.
Seems like Earl's is pitching a lot of off speed.
Yeah, everything she threw in that previous inning was.
And she done found her off speed pitches.
All right, takes her time, gets back on the slab here in the circle here for Team Black. Here's the pitch to the plate, and that's upstairs, 2-1. kind of clouded up here a little bit at the park, and now the sun is beating right back down on the surface here. Two and one coming up here, and that's bounced up there. Boy, you don't want to let the leadoff get on here if you're Team Black.
Oh, because Team White, they seem like they're able to manufacture runs. They lead off, get on base.
Well, Team Black has kind of gotten in their own way today with some of those errors out there. That's been really their big pitfall here today. That's going to be a swing and a miss. It was a foul ball, so she'll come back to home plate right here. So that's going to make counts full at 3-2. Yeah, that's really been the big story. The errors early, those middle frames, innings 3 and 4 for Team Black, that really kind of has been the big thorn in their side today. Has allowed some Team White runs to score. Because you remember the first run was scored on the hit by pitch and all those wild pitches. Called strike 3, so Earls gets the punch out. So Bourne will exit stage right on the strikeout.
Mr. Blue with a little bit of punch out.
Yeah.
He ain't done that too much.
Cranking the chainsaw a little bit right there. Roebuck will step up to the plate. Remember, he had a base hit. She had a base hit earlier today. Not a terrible drive up to Union from here.
No, not too far.
Just up the main highway here, close to campus.
There are 9U team. That 9U Allstar team from Union just won the World Series.
How about that? Congrats to them. Oh, we got so much talent in this area.
They are very for real. It's just got to get out there and go show it.
That's right.
Little cat and mouse game here.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 from Earls, and that one slapped down the left field line. It is going to hit at the base of the fence. And she's got extra bases, so how about Roebuck today? She's got a single and a double, and she stands at second with a one-out double. I thought for a moment that ball was going to hug the line and get out of here.
Yeah.
Woo.
She can hit it.
Woo.
She can most definitely hit it.
Lauren Roebuck, she will be an upcoming senior from Union.
She right down the street from East Central. So
how about that?
Hey.
They're here watching. Olivia Rudolph steps to the plate now. Leak Academy, she'll be a senior this upcoming season. That's up and away ball one. Of course, she had that at bat earlier today where she kept fouling pitches off.
I think it was about 12 pitches.
Yeah, it was a lot of pitches.
I think it was about 12 pitches.
So Roebuck at second after the one-out double. She's in scoring position. Next pitch to the plate is just off the edge there, 2-0.
These games got me excited for the baseball game.
I know. 11-9 as we play in the final frame here. And that's going to be a ground ball deep in the hole.
Nice
Good
play.
job out
Nice
there at
play.
shortstop just to keep that on the infield. That's about all she could do right there.
No, it wasn't no way she was going to throw out. That's all.
Up to bat, number 99, Liberty Brown.
Right.
All right, Brown steps to the plate now.
Ely Woodson from Winston made that play at shortstop. Weston.
Yeah, nice play out there by the Wesson product.
Just a sophomore.
Pitch to the plate to Brown. That's going to be fouled off in the box right there. Strike one. Boy, Team White would love to scratch at least one, maybe two here before they head off to the bottom of the seventh inning. Get some breathing room. I know it's a two-run lead, but the way Team Black is swinging the bat right now, you might need more than a two-run lead. There's a line drive deep in the hole that's going to get into left field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner toward home plate. Here's the throw, and she is safe. Throw was there, but it bounced up there, and the catcher couldn't handle it, and the runner will score being Lauren Roebuck. Runners will move up to second and third, so there is a big insurance run for Team White as they make it 12-9.
Woods gave up that, Brown gave up that home run, didn't she? Just got to manufacture run back.
Absolutely. She helped herself. So that makes it 12-9 here in the top of the seventh inning. Pitch to the plate is going to get away from the catcher, back to the backstop, and that will score Rudolph from third. So Brown will move up to third. So How about that? Another run score, still one out. Now it's 13-9.
So I wonder if they get up for more than 5 runs.
Will they suspend the rule in the bottom of the 7th inning?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's a governor decision. Here's the 1-0, and she just got a piece of it and fouled it back to the screen.
I don't know. Roebuck done made her.
Roebuck's got a case now for player of the game. I say we just put them all in the hat and draw. We got a lot of good options here, man. We've had a lot of good performances out here today. It's hard to pick just one. 2-1 is the count here at the plate. This is Catherine Brinson from St. Andrews in the box. You got Liberty Brown down at third. Here's the 2-1, and might have chased ball 3 right there. It's going to be fouled back to the screen, 2-2. So it was 11-9 as we started this top of the 7th inning, but Team White has scratched 2 and looking for more with Liberty Brown over at third, and in the box, Catherine Brinson, or Bryson rather. Here's the 2-2, and it's popped up down the third base side, and everybody's coming over, and the shortstop makes the play. I tell you what, Jamal, that is always a dangerous play. You got 2 defenders going in the same neighborhood, but the shortstop comes in and makes the play. That being number 6 there, Woodson.
Yeah, at least the third baseman gave way.
Whew.
That is always the rule. The shortstop call it, move.
Move. Well, that's like in the outfield with center field, right?
You know, we really ain't got too many outfield plays today. I know they're bored.
A couple, not many, just a couple. The only outfield play we've had so far is the ball that landed over the left field fence out there. We had to have one play in right field earlier, but that's really been about it.
Probably about 250, 260.
Mm-hmm. Here's Henderson at the plate, and that's going to be a ball.
That ball got some movement.
It does. Earls has got some good movement there.
It's 2 outs. Woman on third.
Brown still at third. Here's the 1-1. It hits her. Hits her right between the 2 and the 0, and she'll head down to first base. So that'll put them at the corners. And here she comes again, Jody Wilkes, the catcher. And she has caught the entire game, too, by the way. It looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner over here for Henderson. Looks like Bourne is going to run for Henderson there at first. Boy, you almost want to say if Wilkes can put a charge into one here, would that be the kind of final nail you think maybe?
Oh, yeah, I believe it. 9 times out of 10, that'll.
Well, that may be it right there. That's going to be a gapper. Is it going to get past her? It's going to be a base hit anyway. 1 run will score, and Wilkes will get an RBI double. So she's adding to her impressive resume here today.
I think that's her second one.
And that's her second base hit. 2 runs have been driven home by Wilkes, and now it's 14-9. So Wilkes has made her case now for player of the game. Right now I think Wilkes or Woods right now for either team. So,
yeah.
But Knox-Pater connection's been pretty good today.
So now see the five-run rule is in effect now.
5-run rule. Do we
Last inning, you can score as many as you want.
suspend the rule for the last frame? 0-2 at the plate here.
Just holler out to the umpire, hey,
yeah,
no more 5-run rule after this.
We're going to play this thing out. So 14-9. This was an 11-9 game when we went to this top of the 7th inning with Team White. What a response! You got to give Team White credit. Good response by them. After the grand slam, that's going to be a pop-up, and the third out is recorded out there at short by Woodson. So 3 runs come across, and Team Black is down to their last 3 outs, down 14-9.
5 runs will be able to tie the ball game.
So now it's an executive decision. Do you suspend the 5-run rule here in the bottom of the 7th inning?
No, they get 5, they tie.
That's what I said.
No,
Yeah.
just hey, it'll be ball game. No winner, no loser.
He said, no, we ain't having no tie.
No tie ball game.
We've been out in the heat since we started at 10 after 2. No, we're playing this thing out.
So you had to tell the umpire, huh?
So Team Black will get ready to hit here at the bottom of the 7th inning, 14-9. Let's see who Team White sends out to the circle. Is it going to be Liberty Brown?
Liberty Brown.
Liberty Brown's going to try to get the final 3 outs for Team White and get them a victory here in the opening game of Grand Slam weekend here at East Central Community College. But, man, this game has had so many layers of story to it. I mean, it was 2-0 after 2, and then all of a sudden runs just started scoring like crazy. It was 9-2 Team White after 3.5 rather.
And Morgan Woods is up to bat.
Morgan Woods is up to bat. She's pitched 3 shutout today. She's had an RBI base hit, so I think
a lot of these young ladies done made their case.
I think Coach Stribling's down there telling them, yeah, we're probably going to let this one play out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
No run. Hey, you got to score as many as you can.
Well, the bottom line for Team Black right now is, I mean, you're down 5, but you just need base runners right now. I think the umpire just told both coaching staffs that or both coaches on either side of the field what we were going to do here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I think we're going to play.
What do you mean by one RB? What did he say? Something. One RBI? He said something about it.
One TV.
Yeah. He said something like that.
Yeah, just where they put the last out on second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do the extra inning rule.
If we got to extras, yeah, they put the run. It's the international rule where they put the runner at second base. Yeah.
And we did. It was.
Yeah, they do that.
Bases loaded.
Yeah.
1 out.
Yeah, they do the runner at second in the major leagues to start off an extra inning game. So there's a lot of different universal rules when it comes to extra. If we get to that point, we'll see what happens. You never know the way this game has gone here today. You just never know. Woods will lead it off here against Liberty Brown. Team Black needs base runners. 1-0 pitch is going to be, just foul down that third baseline.
That stung her hands a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That'd have been a wooden bat. It would have exploded in the box down there. So I think we just got the explanation there. If they tie it up here, then we'll go to extras. And we'll just do it that way. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a foul ball. Of course, we got the baseball folks down there, a few yards down from us. Of course, we still got the baseball one to go, but they're probably like, what's going on up there? We got a good one going, 14-9.
I hope it's some hidden baseball like it is in this softball.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a start. A hit by pitch. You need base runners. You get the leadoff hitter on board. Hey, that's all you need right now is folks on base.
Exactly, folks on base.
Here's Montgomery Boulware from PCS. PCS on PCS right here.
The catcher versus the pitcher.
And runner's going to take off to second base, and she is safe. I tell you what, aggressiveness there from Team Black, swiping second.
Teammate versus teammate. I guess she knew how good her arm was.
Yeah. So 1-0 is the count here on Boulware. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that catches the inner half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see who's on deck over here for Team Black here.
The young lady from Moore, Earls.
Earl's on deck. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And the count goes to 1-2 here. What do they always say in the dugout when you're trying to get a rally going? Just pass the baton down to the next person.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-2, and that's a called strike 3. So Liberty Brown gets a punch out right here, and that's a big first out for Team White. So Team Black is down to their final 2 outs here.
Teammate versus teammate.
So she gets the better end of it, does Liberty Brown.
Brown wins that one.
So Dalen Earls will step to the plate now. 1 out, runner at second base, and that's going to miss on the inner half, ball 1.
Don't look like Brown trying to throw nothing else now.
Fastball central, right?
That's all. Hit me if you can. You know what's coming.
Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be popped up. Everybody's giving chase and diving for it over
Good
there at
hustle.
first base as Combs tried to make the diving catch. Hey, good effort down there, tried to make the grab.
Very much so. Yeah.
She's got a big smile on her face, too, over there at first, trying to make the diving stab over there in front of the first base dugout. So that makes the count 1-1. That's in there for a strike.
Brown ain't throwing nothing else.
I think she knows now we got a 14-9 lead. Let's just
Let me just
throw the old number 1. Just keep throwing it.
Yeah. Hit me if you can. You know what's coming.
Exactly. That's what's coming. Here's the 1-2, and swing and a miss, strike 3. So she gets back-to-back punch-outs, and Team Black is down to their final out. So Nixon will step to the plate. Now we got to have a vote up here. Who's going to be the player of the game? Now we're down to the crunch time.
We think he got his mind made up.
I think he's got his mind made up. There's a wild pitch back to the screen. But Team White's not really worried about that runner at third. They're just worried about the hitter at the plate.
Well, I'll tell you who was the real winner out here. Coach Stevens. He's the real
Yeah, I think Coach Stevens is the real one. She has showcased her talent out here today at Northeast, and she's got a lot of good players over there.
These young ladies, they
1-0, that slipped out of the hand of Liberty Brown back to the backstop, and that's going to score a run from third base. So the extra point is kicked by Team Black, and that makes it 14-10. So it's now a 4-run game, but most importantly for Team White, it's 2 outs on the board.
I commend these young ladies for playing in the heat of the day.
I know, in the middle of this heat in the day in Mississippi, and that's going to be a called strike.
Yeah, she got ice in her veins now. She just want those strikes.
Yeah, base is empty and 2 outs. You got a 4-run lead. Just try to pump strikes in there. Now Team Black is down to their final strike.
Yep, deuces wild.
Down to 1 more strike to go, and a 14-10 game here from Grand Slam weekend here in Decatur. And here's the 2-2, and swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to do it as Team White has defeated Team Black 14-10 here in the opening game of Grand Slam weekend with Magnolia Sports Association. Boy, I tell you what a game here today, 14-10.
That was a really good ball game, really good. Like I say, I commend these young ladies for what they done in the heat of the day. This is.
I tell you what, everybody's giving them a big round of applause. All the spectators that came out here to brave the elements as well, to cheer on their daughters and family members out here. And I think we're going to find out who's going to be the winner of some of these post-game awards here in just a moment. I think we're going to give a defensive player of the game and maybe a most valuable player of the game. And I tell you what, good show of sportsmanship. It's been a good last couple of days for these young ladies. They're going to pray out there in the circle right here in front of us. This is beautiful.
Wonderful.
What do they say? What an experience for them. They got to come out here and play here in East Central. And, they got here yesterday for workouts and whatnot and media stuff, and now they got here to play here today. It's one of those summer experiences that they won't forget, obviously.
Yeah, it's one thing Magnolia State All-Star games do. They always put on a good show.
Absolutely.
It's always a good show. It must be too hot today because normally the CEO of the Magnolia All-Star game be dancing out there and stuff like that. He ain't doing that today, I believe.
Well, we're going to stick with you here for just a moment before we get to our player of the games here, our player of the game, rather. All right, I think they're coming down to some decisions here. I think they're still deciding on player of the game stuff over here.
Player of the game? Player of the game.
You got a lot of good options here. I think that we're going to take a commercial break, too. Let's take a commercial break real quick. When we come back, we'll have all your player of the game awards here on with our friends at Bingo Media Group. All right, welcome back out to Decatur, Mississippi, here at East Central Community College, as we have just finished up our opening game of Grand Slam weekend here at East Central Community College. Big thanks to our sponsors one more time before we get to our post-game awards here. Of course, game being presented by Bingo Media Crew along with Major Drip Athletics, East Central Community College, Zybex Sports, Global Sports, Trotter Collection, along with Big Game Brand. A lot of great sponsors making the game, this game possible. Of course, our baseball game here in just a few minutes possible here in Decatur. So I believe we're going to have our post-game awards here in just a few moments here from the field here in Decatur.
I know what.
And
We
we'll
closed this door up here, though. Let's see, can I move a little bit? I ain't going to move far.
I'm scared to get up because I got a little stiff here. All right, Kerry Stribling down there to present the post-game awards. Obviously, we'll have a championship trophy presentation to the winning team. Team White got the victory here today. 14-10 was the final here today. As we're about to hand out some hardware here in Decatur.
So for the Golden Glove Award,
The Golden Glove Award.
the winner is Raven Ramsey.
So Raven Ramsey from Northeast Lauderdale wins the Golden Glove Award. So defensive player of the game there. Good choice. She's pretty solid out there today.
Very much so. Very much so. Very well deserved.
So Raven Wilson wins the Golden Glove Award, the defensive player of the game.
And probably the most dirtiest out there, too.
She is dirty head to toe. That is for sure. So we'll have our next award here.
It's the Slugger Award, I think.
The Slugger Award goes to Lauren Roebuck.
So Lauren Roebuck from Union. No, I tell you what, it was a tough choice, but that's a pretty good one right there. She had a couple of base hits, drove in some runs here today. So stand up Union High School. So Roebuck wins the Slugger Award.
It's the MVP.
Most valuable player right here.
I don't even know who this one is.
Congratulations to our MVP of the softball game, number 99, Liberty Brown.
Liberty Brown, the most valuable player. And you know what? Why not? Because she drove in a run today, and she really bared down and made some big pitches there toward the end and struck out some key batters there to cinch things up for Team White today. So those are your post-game award winners right there. So Northeast, Union, and PCS representing the post-game awards there for Team White. I think good choices right there.
Oh, yeah, very good choices. Very good choice. Well, catch us in a few minutes.
That's right. We're gonna break away from the broadcast, and we got to get on the run and head to baseball.
I guess so.
14-10 final. Team White wins the softball game. We'll have baseball coming up in just a few here with our friends at Bingo Media Crew.